whoop, and then it just drags it down into darkness.
See, mine was different because I obviously I had the spinal block, and so I was awake. So
I see.
like I was awake for the whole thing until my heart rate was going so high that they were like, "We're gonna give you a light sedative." About
Yeah,
2
probably a good
seconds
idea.
later, I was waking up in the recovery room.
Yeah.
But she was like sort of like get you to like hunch over, like legs over one side, and they hunch you over, so they do the injection into your spine. And she finishes up, the anesthesiologist. She finishes and she says, "All right, you need to get laid down on the bed, like right now. It works quickly." And as she says that, my left leg is just dying on me.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to move over, and I'm like, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck!"
It's over.
She didn't say to warn you before she did it.
No, she like finished up and was like, "Right, you need to move quickly." I was like, "Oh fuck!" Just had a needle in my back. What's going on?
About that high heart rate.
Well, welcome to nerve blocks in the spine. It's interesting.
That's interesting. I had general, so I don't haven't had a block before.
The only time I had the procedure, it was when I was a kid, and I literally just remember being wheeled into the operating room. I remember laying down, a bunch of people being around me, being a bit confused. Then just them doing very much the movie style. Need to count back, but I know it's because like. I don't remember where I got to, but I know I think I got to like 10, 9, 8.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I remember was something a bit blurry, and then after that, waking up to some nurses.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's it is really remarkable. He's just absolutely shut down, and
Incredible. The power of drugs.
oh yeah, chemistry, man. It can like
Anesthesiology is actually one of my favorite fields, so it's
pharmaceuticals.
That's
are,
interesting. I like it.
Exciting field.
It's a really cool field.
It really is for me. It's like that is the ultimate, like the ultimate argument that you are what your brain does. It's like we're gonna mess some with your brain chemistry. Let's see what happens. You're like, you're just blanked out and gone. It's like, well, there you go.
And for today's experiment, you've disappeared.
Yeah. Yep.
Why are you dumb, sheep? What did you do?
Because before DDS posted his IP there, I went into the pinned messages. Clicked on the actual IP, but switched back to the old tab, which still didn't load as an info.
I see. It's okay. At least you know now.
I have now unpinned the old IP address.
You know what? I just realized my internet is not supposed to be working.
What do you mean? It's Schrodinger's internet.
No, I'm switching to a new ISP because they are doing glass fiber, and I'm getting like 1,000 megabit for like a couple of months for free and things like that. And my old connection is not supposed to be active in July.
Oh.
But I haven't switched router, so it clearly is.
Oh, I wonder if it's like a cutoff like on the first day or the week or something.
I don't know.
Because it is just the first, right?
Now, Shape, you plug in 2 cables, so you go twice as fast.
Oh yeah.
On the old hand, and yes.
One internet per eye.
Or secretly in about 5 seconds time, sheep's about to cut out.
Form like internet Voltron.
Yes.
Are we live then?
We are live.
Oh no, live.
Yeah.
But I'm not dressed.
All right, here comes the performance.
You need to be dressed in this heat.
You don't need to be dressed, man. We can.
All right, it's gonna be. It's a bit early, but I declare shirtless o'clock.
Shirtless
I mean,
o'clock.
I mean, I'm way ahead of you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the UK.
Get in the
it's not
time,
that
bro.
hot here. I mean,
It's too hot for anything else.
Halldamir, you take on bedroom voice, Halldamir.
Bedroom voice, how that is.
Hello there, welcome to Bloodbone.
And the amount of recordings we did where I was silent so I wouldn't wake up a sleeping
great,
pregnant lady was hilarious.
It was great. I love bedroom Halldamir. Very smooth and silken. Oh yes.
No.
But yes, welcome back to Blood Bonds, the tale of the Ashen Court.
Welcome to Haldamir's reading of Blood
I am not turning this into a light novel for you.
Bond.
Once
Sheep is
upon
gonna
a
read
time.
that Chuck Tingle novel for us tonight. I would be so
I have
Trying to drink
unironically
my
thought
banana
about
milk here.
buying one of those books, especially the what was it?
Harriet
Harriet
Prober, or whatever it was.
Harriet Potter or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
I mean,
According to the reviews, that book is actually supposed to be pretty good,
There's some
which
good books.
baffles my mind. No, the reviews were actually genuine.
Oh,
And it had like 3,000 reviews too. It's not a
Oh.
couple of joke ones.
well, maybe there is then something about the book.
Hey, Dr. Tingle is a literary genius. Award winner.
Is it available on Audible? That's the question.
The stream sponsored by Audible. Get your free credit today when you sign up, and you can get an audiobook from Chuck Tingle.
I
Hey, man.
really hope,
Not sponsored YouTube, please don't.
I so hope that there is like an author reading of that book. That would be great. Chuck Tingle reads Harriet Prober.
I don't know.
I would
I don't know if I really want to hear.
enter
Oh,
promo code.
I don't know if I
Tingle
want to
me
hear the voice of the man
sense.
behind these books.
Cheap X Dino Prober 420 place it, and you will get.
All right.
Last
Christ.
time though, the group completed
weeks.
negotiations with the Duchess of Silverswift.
Yes, with great success, I think.
I think it was pretty good.
She has revealed to you her battle plans against the Duke of Alcend.
Not the only thing she revealed.
Rude.
You know.
And she has of course alongside that, to the best of your understanding, agreed to claim to your lands.
Yeah.
And that apparently he currently covets the Highlands as well as Freyfrost.
There is a little limit to her ambition, I think.
But yeah, you can still access a political map if anyone wants to review what was discussed last time. There's still the drawing on there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that was a whole clusterfuck.
That picture also remains in the top left
Yep.
for your. But yes,
Very much about convenience these days.
For the group though, the Duchess and her entourage will remain in your city for the next couple of days, so you have time to attend to various matters as you need to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything further to talk to her about at this point. At least I can't remember anything. But maybe if something comes up, maybe it can be retconned in as a conversation Amanas had while she was here.
Do you tell, or do you tell us about her?
Vickers and Ceres just glad to get the vindication.
And the tortoise.
And the tortoise. Lord
No.
Okay.
Shell.
Alright. Lord Shell.
Fuck Shell.
Hey man,
He needs to earn
you
his
leave
place,
him.
damn it.
you leave him the damn alone.
Just because he is the nephew of the the royal mage doesn't give him any favors, all right?
Ceres officially adopts him.
I think Vickers doesn't have anything that he desired to speak to her directly about. He's actually more. I assume she'd figure out that he basically spied on her. So I don't know if she'd be happy about that or not. We'll see.
That implies
You are far too nice.
You, of course, still have an away team on expedition right now. They are due to come back soon, but still not for a couple of days.
We heard any news from them, good or bad?
I don't know if they have any way to communicate.
They don't have any quick way to communicate back, so.
Well, how far are they away?
It's not-
Like,
It's less about distance and more the fact that, well, distance-wise, they are like half a day's travel, but also up half a side of mountain.
oh, yeah, okay, no, that's fine. That's okay.
Mm.
Doesn't anyone have a message spell or sending? Oh, I guess not. We should get some like start
I
making
mean,
some sending sounds.
I do have a message spell, but it's not that long range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
messages.
Where are the little
120 feet.
birds of Zed that we could whisper to and they flew away?
They died with Zed.
Oh no! It's like a
Didn't-
pile of dead birds. Oh.
It was one of the holidays. Remember the reign of the dead birds?
Oh, right, yes.
Oh.
Just 500 dead birds just trying to fall from the sky.
I don't-
Splat.
I don't-
Oh no.
I don't remember that being authorized, but I'll add that to the holiday list.
It's a special occasion.
Yeah.
Which stat does that increase? Dread, I guess.
Dread increases.
I
payoff.
think Dread might be a good stat for it to increase, yes.
Was it Dread a stat we had? I forget.
Someone's been publicly saying it's a.
I don't think it was a suggestion to add more of a concern. Photo chair.
Well, I don't understand.
Yeah, of course you don't.
I'll take standard holidays. And that was it the reign of 1,000 birds?
Dead birthday, something like that.
Raven Rain.
Raven Rain, that's pretty good, yeah. I like that.
Kentucky fallen.
I have
falling
now-
chicken.
I have now for future reference pinned to the holidays.
I like Kentucky falling. Wait, what was the rest of that?
Kentucky falling chicken.
Yeah, that's good.
Too bad we don't know what Kentucky is.
Oh,
Some strange land where chickens rule.
it's a disease, really.
I mean,
Oh.
technically, when you can ruler, nothing stops you from awakening a chicken and giving it to one.
No,
I mean, look,
there are limits.
I mean, it's probably from Merivane. Anything could be over there. So
No, I mean, come on.
Fine.
Awaken the chicken, give him the colonel rank. Done. Colonel chicken.
As you see, this is what happened if Ceres was queen.
there's a reason why she's not.
He would be General Cluck.
Oh,
Yeah. I can do
but
it.
The oh, what's her name? Shayala, is that her name? The priestess
Yep,
of the
Shiala, the Lady of the Crimson Flame.
How has Brother Thane reported anything weird going on, or
She has continued her preaching. As far as he
Okay.
can tell, she has managed to convert several people to her followings, but she has not created anything like a cult.
does she have any like? Can she cast like? Is she a cleric, or is she just mostly a messenger, like a prophet thing?
She has shown off significant ability with healing magic.
Okay.
What is her selling argument? What's her selling point here? Like, is it like join me and get free cookies, or like join me and you don't have to feel cold anymore? Like what's
What's her rhetoric?
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
What is top 10 reasons to join
She
Chasing
apparently
Eternal Flame?
She apparently has been spieling a message of comforting warmth in the eternal frost up here, as well as of family relations.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, family relations is good for us, so
That's fine as long as she.
as long as the relations are good, family relations, and not kill everyone. That's fine.
She has not so far spewed any murderous intent.
Right. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
I noticed that Rodrigo has something to.
What
and
does
Sister Fiona
Rodrigo want?
Can check in with them
Cara.
quickly.
Rodrigo has made a petition to the town hall.
Okay.
He wishes to perform at the coronation.
Oh, of course.
Oh, hold on. We just. What is he going to perform?
A ballad of the great battle of Freyfrost you all took part in.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
Didn't he
that's pretty
comprise that himself or compose that
Yeah,
himself?
I remember. I
Yeah, we
commissioned it.
commissioned him.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. That's
I
fine.
I paid the big bucks, and I think he rolled really well too.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't start like making fun of like the Duke Valzen while he's there.
I
so.
mean, you could commission a royal roast.
Oh, we could, but I think we're good.
of the pompous, foolish wizard lord spent all his money and his neck bent into books, so he couldn't raise it up enough to see what was going on around him, and then he was asked.
But you wish to accept Rodrigo's request to allow him.
That's fine. Yeah. We need to get his name out there, right? So this is his debut in this part of the world. At
We are
least.
sponsoring him.
Yeah.
I'm a patron of the arts.
Oh, it's the Renaissance again. Let's go.
Mhm. I'm an enlightened despot.
I
That's
mean,
my goal.
you kind of you have sponsored like free art in like a month's time.
Yeah, I have a really awesome court bard like hired. That's also like half a vampire or something. Like I am very avant-garde, I feel.
I mean, there's that, and then the elven dancers.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
Now Rodrigo's.
Yeah.
Rodrigo has been enjoying the new dance hall.
Oh, I imagine he has.
Sia also has whenever she's awake.
Whenever she's awake, every day, or
The time between when she's not sleeping 16 hours or working.
fair, or working. That's a good distinction. All right. Well, Sister Fiona, what you got for us to say?
Sister Fiona is going to request to speak with Lord Amanus in his court.
All right.
I'm sure you can handle that.
I am happy to speak with Sister Fiona.
As we kind of pan to the court, we pan to your kind of throne room. You sitting there, I presumably with the great sword planted beside you as normal.
As always, that is my standard. Yes, the gauntleted fists, resting on the armrests of the throne.
There's a reason I've given your throne room a permanent passive to dread.
Yeah, I exude I have the aura now constantly.
Oh God.
Sister
Welcome to
Fiona
them.
does not seem to care as she just walks in politely as normal and gives a small bow to you. My liege.
No. Sister Fiona.
Myself and the other acolytes working under the revered mother have been making preparations for the upcoming coronation events. But this has presented a question among the priesthood. Who will end up becoming the master of ceremonies for such? Traditionally, it would be the head priest of the region, and therefore the revered mother would be the highest rank among us. But the decision ultimately will rest with yourselves and of course her Lady Eliza.
I mean, I see, I see little reason to flaunt tradition in this case. Reverend Mother is a powerful, influential church official in this region, and she supports us. So having her officiate the ceremony would send a very clear message. Anyone of my counselors have anything to say no in that regard?
Well, would this extend to all ceremonies of all the like religious groups that we currently have representatives for, like the Scaldi and?
I mean, what this is affecting particularly is just basic. The main thing is the kind of message you will send out during the coronation for.
I think predominantly we are of the Vickers doesn't remember religion. The same one that God, the name is like escaping me. But basically the one that the Reverend Mother represents in it. I know she only represents a certain like aspect, right? But
Yes, but all the priests only represent a certain aspect. But
yeah. But in general, yeah, I think that's the main denomination we want to present, right?
Yeah,
So I think having the Reverend Mother as like the master ceremonies here is fine.
Having the church like against us is not good for us.
No.
The church is firmly entrenched in
Uh,
society, and it has actually supported us.
you
Leaning
don't, you
into
don't,
it
you
as
don't, you
well. I
don't
mean,
overly antagonize them.
No,
Yep.
absolutely not. We only there are some bad stuff going on in it, and we're gonna clear that up one of these days. But
At the same time, though,
Um,
we're not like presenting it as the hard stop for all other. Like, we're not saying it's this or nothing else, right? Because that's what the kingdom is doing now, and I mean, look how it's gotten. So maybe there
no,
needs to be some change.
we're not persecuting anyone for their beliefs,
No,
but we do have a central tenet.
Okay. So in that case, you will follow tradition and have the eldest priest of the region officiate the coronation.
Yes.
Very well. Sister Fiona will accept that answer and thank you for your time. She'll go off to make more preparations.
problem.
You of course had the choice, technically still do, if you wanted to send a different message than tradition, but obviously that does come with possibly antagonizing the church. So
No,
I think the church is
I
too
like
good of an ally to
Yeah.
mess with, really. They have the
Yeah, no,
people, and
it's
the
fine.
people are what we need, really, isn't it?
Yep.
And it also solidifies Amanas's claim to the throne, being the rightful heir under the
Sure.
Allmaker's guidance, all that bullshit.
Does Amanus prescribe his oath towards any of the Allmaker aspects, or is it separate?
He has a there is a family saint. Like it's like I would say that angel, which is a creature that I have not fleshed out particularly, but I would think like it is the aspect of the throne, so to speak, or like the aspect of the imperial family, like its own little cult that only him and the royal family subscribe to.
Okay.
Otherwise, he would revere the all the aspects sort of equally, because that is sort of it's tradition that he do. But personally, he would, if he prays for guidance, it is to that particular archangel that he does.
Okay.
I imagine in particular, if Amanus was to pay patron to one in particular, it'd probably be down the lines of the warrior or something similar from the main
Something like
sites.
that, probably. Whichever aspect is the one that rule and government.
The warrior's all about like duty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Traditionally goes down
Indeed.
there. But
Or father, I guess, because
the,
it's
fa-
like
the father's
justice,
all
right?
like about judgment and wisdom, so that could be alternatively one.
Yeah, might indeed be that. But yeah, it would be the personal archangel of the family, which he does believe watches over him, and that citrine he got from destroying the corrupt dwarven altar. He sees that as a sign from the patron saint of the imperial family.
That covers the two minor announcements you had in Sorkai pending.
Alright.
Did Mikara want something?
Uh,
She's also glowing.
Makara's is the fact that she's ready to breach the next level.
Ah,
Breach the next level.
speaking of, let's breach, yeah.
Let's breach that big tower.
Let's just bust down the doors.
As obviously she's been doing research the last few days to try and break through the wards for the upper levels.
That's great. She's doing good work. Does she ever like get tired? Like, Does she have? I assume she has similar trance like to most elves, right?
You presume so. You've never watched her trance, but you presume so.
Okay.
You don't see any reason why not.
But like, does she work tirelessly on it? Does she take a break? Like, does she? I don't know. Does she do recreational stuff, or does she not care about that?
You very rarely see her leave whatever location she makes into her sanctum at any time.
Okay.
I will
Vickers,
say,
beauty never rests.
Ah.
I will say that I am still suspicious of Mikara. I suspect her of several ulterior motives, which we know very little about.
I mean, I suspect everyone of ulterior motives, including every one of you. So
Sure,
I mean,
but
some of us
her-
have ulterior motives.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Some
Well,
people are just more open with them than others.
Having ulterior motives doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad to have.
but she's a mystery, and there's something about her that does unnerve me. We'll see.
I'm sure she's a lot of unknowns, definitely.
Yeah, to answer your question, it's very rare you'll see her taking recreational time. You can watch her various sanctum rooms, wherever she happens to be doing work. She might be in there for 18 hours straight.
Wow. Okay, that's dedication, I guess.
It is like she never takes like a day off. She might occasionally take a few hours off, but it's rare.
Right.
I think that's pretty echoed in how Ceres behaves as well. With the amount of research and fucking diplomacy.
Yeah, the only usual time she seems to take a big break is after she's kind of finished a major project. Then she seems to take several days to herself, but not while there's still a project ongoing.
At one point, we might need to start keeping tabs on her more closely. For now, she hasn't done any moves to make me believe that she's hostile, but yeah, she's hiding stuff for sure.
I need more mages. I can't look at everything at once. I need
Just
like a divination coven or
just recruit like street
convocation.
urchins or something, you know.
Yeah,
Recruit
but
all the tramps.
That's not going to tell you much about what's going on with a powerful mage in a tower.
yeah, exactly, and she's gonna notice too. Like that's not what I want.
Someone is fetching her wine, probably.
Yeah. But I mean, the urchins will tell you what's happening on the
Divination
street.
coven.
Mage hand.
Mage hand fetches the wine.
Yes.
He has a little homunculus made just for that.
Oh, what a waste.
Very good. Divination coven, basically fantasy Minority Report. I like it.
yeah, basically.
I mean, in fairness, there is a destroyed scrying room in the tower, if repaired and staffed with enough mages.
Yep.
Downside, getting mages who can cast scrying to then staff the tower is quite expensive.
It's like the Astronomicon. We just need to toss mages in there.
Fine.
I mean, it is a spell that I can pick up later.
Yes, but the point is you don't want to spend all day doing Minority Report.
Not me. Someone else I can pay. But I get the point. It's costly.
Yeah. If I will be doing it, then I will add the office hours open only when raining.
Ah, I see.
We haven't talked about that.
So the group wishes to breach into the tower again.
Yeah, I think we'll take another swing at this.
Previously, you had gotten through all of the student floors of the tower.
Yes.
And had done fairly well with that, actually. You cleared out most of the obstacles, and it didn't go too bad. Though the upper level, initially the problem was you couldn't even find the door to the upper level. It's seemingly hidden. Which took Mikara and her team some time to locate.
Right.
And then further time to then breach the wards that were on it. Apparently they did not want people simply going up to the Archmage's floor freely. I guess that's probably fair.
Understandable, I think.
Probably.
As you all arrive though, Mikara's mood seems annoyed and almost slightly. She doesn't have the same cool demeanor as she normally does. Almost pacing up and down the room, her high heels clacking against the tiled floor.
I mean, Ceres will be blunt enough to ask, What's wrong, Artie?
Something's different on this floor. And I don't think we're the first ones to try breaking up this high.
But how does that make sense? You didn't notice the similar tampering on the levels below, right?
I didn't know. But something actively tried stopping me opening the barrier.
Oh.
Something from within or something placed in advance?
Something within. It didn't feel like the tower's. The tower has a very recognizable activity. It's just been programmed.
That's not good.
The magic's been given very clear rules for what to do, and it doesn't. And there's a pattern. You can always figure out the pattern. This was something different. It wasn't intelligence. It was a mind fighting me. Essentially, I had to play magical chess against an opponent I didn't know.
Ah, now I can understand why you seem frustrated.
Toth is, like, confirmed dead, though, is he?
He is.
So it's whatever he's left here.
I think we have a breach.
Oh.
Based on signatures, I'm thinking something's teleported or something similar up there.
Even
Through
more reason
the barrier.
to clear it out. Oh yeah, through the... was there a barrier stopping us teleporting through?
There should have been, yes. Which means whatever came in was either very powerful or someone had already opened a portal.
Well,
Could it be?
either of those things are dangerous enough as they are.
It must be dealt with at once. Who knows what
Yes.
that intruder's doing up there?
Yeah, yeah.
Take your strokes. Again, Torin, you cut right to the
Whatever is
point of it. Let's go.
whatever's in there needs to be arrested immediately.
He's certainly not wrong. Whatever's up there does need to be dealt with. It's an unknown inside a rather sensitive part of the tower. In theory, if it wanted to, it could start messing with the wards on the roof.
However, you said it had a mind since you fought with it, right?
Yes, whatever it is intelligent.
Ah, that's good at least. I hated those golems.
I'd be wary, though. Anything that's capable of breaching in is going to be insanely powerful.
Regardless, if it can breach in, then it could technically bring things out, right?
In theory, yes.
So, yes, I agree with Torin. We should go in.
And now it knows that we've been breaching upwards, it's probably... Well, it might be a matter of time.
Yes, well, shall we then?
Yeah, let's...
Your priority here is different from the other floors. I don't need you to look for the power source. We'll figure that out later. Simply clear out whatever the intrusion is.
Deal.
That works better for us, right?
Yeah.
Demolition.
I will handle the rest of the wards myself. So.
Want the rapier, Vickers?
No, you can have it for now.
Sure.
As Makara takes all of you up the staircases, and you see you see the secret door that she's managed to reveal, and behind it she's had to put up basically this massive wall of ice blocking it to make sure whatever was up there didn't come back down.
Ah, smart.
If you were all ready.
I will cast a little bit of spells then. If you're gonna stride into something dangerous here.
Whatever the creature's doing, it's currently in the forge itself.
I see.
Is that the floor that we're going into now?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright.
I will clear out the outside of the floor. You simply focus on it in the main room.
Oh, sure.
Everyone.
Is the main room directly as soon as we enter, or?
You'll see it.
Ah, great.
I'm just thinking of how
Everyone
long...
can get aid cast upon them.
Oh no. Sure. Level 1 or?
It's a level 2 spell.
Yeah, sorry, level 2. What's that? 5 extra?
Yeah, 5 extra hit points.
You can add it below your There's like a plus max, so you can.
Yep.
Let's.
Yeah, for effective purposes, she can basically inform you when you are, a couple of rounds away from like the entrance room.
Sure. I mean, then Vicus will probably activate his watch as soon, just before that point.
I
Weird.
will also have a Shield
Can't.
of Faith.
I will have a mirror images.
Can't open a character sheet for whatever reason.
That's odd.
That's weird.
Should be able to.
Is it minimized? Because sometimes if you click on it twice, it gets minimized. For me, at least, you might not see it on the screen.
Don't see it anywhere.
That's weird.
So I could definitely open the sheet on my end, and you would definitely have permission.
Weird.
Oh, you're not even logged in on my screen.
What?
Oh yeah, you're not logged in.
You're set
On my
offline
screen.
on my end.
Alright.
I don't see you on the player list either.
Restart.
Maybe you like DC'd or something.
Yeah, my
And it
internet's
didn't
been
tell you. Annoying.
my internet's been shit today.
Yeah, I understand.
It's not even like it's not working. It's just like drops for a second, maybe two.
But when all of you are ready, I will change the map over to the forge.
Thorin
Alright.
will just buff himself with his stalwart resolve because that's all he needs.
I do have to ask. But I assume I know who. The fairly wide corridor, but I imagine Amanus and Thorin will take front.
Oh yeah.
Did you have protective style, like the one you can insert your shield to block things if someone is next to you?
I do not know.
It's dueling, right?
Dueling and
Oh, you took the extra
Protection.
one. Yeah, dueling.
Yeah.
Oh, the AC one, not the
yeah, not the imposed disadvantage on an
Yeah.
attack targeting.
Some of the
Maybe
NPCs,
if I get a third fighting style at some point.
Well,
Mhm.
maybe.
some of the NPCs around have had the protection ones, but
I'll I hang a little back as I usually do, and darkness myself, I reckon.
If you're gonna darkness yourself, can I hide in your darkness?
Of course
If I
you
just
can.
stick by you?
You can hold my hand, Vicus.
I mean, yeah.
We'll
Do
skip
you want me to
into
do
battle.
check for that dark, or is that even a thing?
I mean, if you're in
I
my
won't be able
darkness,
to see anything.
if you're in my darkness and you hold onto my hand, I can keep you from walking into a wall.
Yeah.
the point is you won't be able to see anything while in the darkness. So.
No, but basically when it's my turn, I can like pop out
Run out of
and
it.
do an attack, and
Yeah.
I won't go back in. I just want to like a surprise.
I am ready.
Wait, I have evasion, right? Let me check before I get near you.
I
You're
mean,
level
you should
7,
have. You are
you've
level
got
7.
evasion,
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm fine. No problem.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Just, no self fireballs if you can help it.
No self fireballs. I check. Done.
I guess I can throw some of you already a bardic inspiration. Like
Oh, like
pre-hand.
before we get in? That might be smart.
Yeah.
If it lasts long enough, yeah. If I,
Yeah, it lasts 10 minutes. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's why I'm casting darkness, because I don't know how long it'll take us to get to whatever's gonna try and kill us. But
Yeah, I give
darkness is
one
10
bardic inspiration to.
Give it to the two big melee dudes.
Sure, I can give Amanas and Thorin both one.
Yeah,
Alright,
Yeah.
sure.
I'll add a bardic inspiration.
You can have the rest as backup in case we need like a save or something from someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need to do something to add that, or is that something?
You roll it when you
just
want to
Just
use it.
roll it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a D8 when you want to use
Fair
it.
enough.
Just remember it.
And I
Oh,
don't
let's go
know
back.
what I can't remember because some bards can do different things, but the base is what, like added to attack, saves, and ability checks.
Yes.
Give it to you so you can see it. So I have the
All right,
bardic
yeah.
inspiration there, but I have the addition of. Where is that thing?
Oh, the only
Magic
problem with this
inspiration. Here.
darkness,
This
I
is
can't
also
see me.
that I have. So you can also add it to damage.
I
Oh,
can't,
that's good. Yeah,
I can't touch my token for some reason.
It's
Yeah,
because
it's
the time is
paused.
frozen currently.
you're
Alright.
not allowed to touch anything right now.
I want to touch.
Hands off.
Get off.
I wanna touch.
Ugh.
Just Ceres and Vickers skipping down the hallway in darkness.
In absolute
Minded
darkness.
of better days in the
Yeah.
castle.
Oh, I need to think of what season Ceres is in. Probably summer, right? Summer makes sense.
How often do you change? Like, how does it work? Is it every
She
day you
can
wake up and you're
change.
like, whatever?
She can change after a short or a long rest.
Okay.
So it can change within the hour. Yeah, I'm thinking summer. It's not the greatest, but I feel like that just matches what she would be at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I hate summer. Just putting that out there.
I mean, right now I'm hitting the summer. Yeah.
I hate the heat.
How
of the
hot is
summer.
it
Yeah.
for you guys at the moment in your respective countries?
It's better today.
It's better today, but yesterday was like 28 Celsius all the time.
That's gross.
It's
Pretty
been
much.
mostly 30 for the past 5-6 days or so.
Yeah.
Today it's finally cooled off. So
Yeah, today
That's-
it's like 22, 25.
yeah, tropical nights, like 3 nights in a row.
That's very gross. We're in
And
the
I've
like
seen,
low to mid 20s.
Nice. I've seen there's like a rain forecast that's been pushed every single day further and further away, and I'm like, please.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
want
God.
Please.
rain.
Gone black and white.
I'm just trying to adjust it in such a way that you can see your token, but it's very clear where the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Obviously,
like
the pure
did
blackness wasn't
you
the most helpful.
did you invert the blackness, or is that a different effect?
Different effect.
That's crazy.
Finally, I can move on.
Well, that one's pretty dark.
Too bad.
That's interesting.
It's been neat.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's funny enough hard to create blackness when you have without like just destroying the token inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just.
I think it's a good compromise. Yes.
Yeah.
Give you a very intense.
Oh, that
blue.
works. That works.
Yeah, that blue is nice.
That blue really worked. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That works.
Nice and shadowy.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
I like it. Also matches like the Ice Queen vibe that Ceres is.
It sure
gaining.
does. Yeah, I guess your shadows would have a tinge of like bluey to them,
Yeah.
right? Ice Queen.
Sure, that'll work.
All right.
For the rest of you who are not enslaved in darkness, as you begin approaching, most of the floor is, as you'd expect, fancier stonework, but otherwise what you'd expect, except a thick green, well, not that thick, but a very clear green mist is pouring out of what should be the forge.
Okay.
This miasma in the air that it has this very distinct metallic scent to it, but you're not really sure otherwise.
All right. We shall.
It does make all of you rather unnerved, however.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, everyone going in will also need to make me a Christmas saving throw immediately.
Oh.
Immediately. Oh.
Charisma.
Is it against a
did
charmed
we-
effect?
No.
Did we go in as a group, as in close enough that everyone benefits from my stuff? My aura.
See, it would be
think-
close
How
enough.
big is your
10 feet out of me.
think you
Given
three
there's a
did.
ball of darkness behind you, I'm going to say the people in the ball of darkness don't get it. Everyone else does.
That's
No,
fine.
We try.
Hey, Saris.
Yeah.
If I suddenly look at you out of a murderous intent, kill me.
I'm kicking you in the face.
How do I do this
I'll
again?
use my 100% kill rate.
Oh, okay. 11.
11.
Torin,
How much is your aura, Jonas?
You get 4 + 4 to your charisma saving throw from me.
So that would be a 16.
Thickus, Ceres, the two people without an aura.
Oh no.
Can you both roll me a D100?
A D100?
D100.
No
wild
confusion.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be awful.
27.
I don't know what this is. I'm excited. 35.
Maybe it shouldn't be.
Why?
This isn't
It
gonna
could
be
be also
good.
a curse.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I don't know what this is. So
Crisis.
Thickus,
yeah.
something deeply is wrong here.
Oh no.
Deeply wrong. The mana crystal you have in your head. Something you know how you can always kind of sense like the presence of other things around.
Yeah.
The impulse you're getting off that are something you've never felt before. It's truly weird, and it's very unnerving. You are frightened.
Oh
God.
no.
Halldamir,
Yeah.
you start seeing things
Oh no.
like shapes on the walls, and you're very huh. That's odd, like fluttering of like, huh.
No, don't make me
Odd.
fireball them.
You're in control of yourself, but you do seem to be hallucinating
Okay.
Oh.
rather vividly.
All right.
For now, all you're taking is disadvantage on ability checks.
Disadvantage on ability checks. Okay.
That includes initiative.
Yes.
But does not include attacks or saves.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Alright.
That's reasonable.
The rest of you, your minds withstand whatever corruptive influence we're trying to get to. Torin's only because of the aura of protection.
So what's the technicality on the source of this frighten for me? Is it just myself? Like, what can I not move closer to, or is it
For
just
now,
kind of
you can
like-
ignore the part about you can't move closer to it.
Okay, but I have disadvantage on.
Yes. Because currently you don't know where the source is. You're just simply unnerved by everything.
That sucks.
And given every direction is pushing you away, it comes up to a net neutral, so do what you want.
Alright.
Unless you just feel like chicken shit and running out the tower. Your pick.
No, I guess we're holding hands, right?
Yep.
So Sarah's feels like a stiffening clamp on her hand from Vicus. He loosens it a bit, but it's definitely tighter than it was before, and he looks, well, he can't see himself, but he looks deathly pale.
But you may proceed.
And Ceres totally understands why he's scared. She sees all the things on the walls. And, oh man.
You just hallucinate some of the scenes back.
Just a feedback loop between us.
Way forward.
Sure.
That's fair.
High alert. Peeking around the corner a little bit.
The lighting is acting weird around the pools. Fix that.
The pool.
As the large room that was once the forge, huge magical cracks run through the floor where you can almost see veins of power slowly pulsate. But the room is mostly in one piece. You see these large, like reservoirs, channels, where if this was a traditional forge, you might see, like in a dwarven stronghold, you might see like superheated magma or something to like heat places in like a dwarven place.
Uh-huh.
Here, though, you're seeing just running rivers of this kind of bluish, kind of solid but kind of liquid substance. It's kind of fading back and forth. Those of you skilled in the arcane arts would realize it's essentially molten mana crystals.
pure magic.
Pretty much.
Pretty cool.
Liquid form.
Try not to get it on your skin. It will blight you almost instantly.
Nice.
Maybe
Uh,
Vicus should break his head
Vicus,
into it.
Vicus, you see, you don't see actually. Zeus feels Vicus like break a bit from her grasp, and he just starts kind of running forward. He's under the effect of the haste thing, so he's just gonna kind of run straight into the room. He feels a little bit manic. You don't know what's driving him, but he wants to get in and away from the entrance.
Can I have the sentinel feat these days. Can I try to use that to stop Vicus from just running blindly into the room? Like grab a hold of him as
I
he
mean-
runs past.
You could basically chuck out an arm and basically clothesline him.
Yeah, no, that just fucking choke, like choke grip him. Just hold him in place.
Now that he's out of the darkness, he has a little bit less of a resistance, but he's still straining to like get into the open.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like being confined out here.
The other now, you just see more as you enter into the room, though. You see the various bits of equipment. You see, for example, a variety of forges with strange red crystals on them glowing. A variety of tables. These massive overgrowths of magical crystals, clearly where like some of the condensed mana has just started like reforming back into actual crystals again. But you also see two things. What looks like swirling portals into who knows what. Blackness and wherever they lead.
All right. Well,
The room appears empty for the moment.
as Amnas just has like a stranglehold on Vicus, he's like, collect yourself, Vicus. What in the nine hells are you doing? As
This
he,
place
scans the
is
room.
wrong. I've never felt such a wrongness before. Sorry.
And so you decide to run into it.
Amnas like just looks at Vicus, looks at Torn, and says, "Something has affected his mind, Torn. He's not like this usually." And then
Yes.
There is a shimmer and a fade. Suddenly something begins to form in front of all of you.
Okay, can Amnas shove Vicus behind him?
No.
All right then.
As forming, floating above the main pool, almost like waterfall of this mostly solid but kind of goopy substance,
You.
is this massive floating eyeball surrounded by tentacles.
Oh.
The fuck is that?
Amnas is like, I have no idea what that is.
Does Ceres know what it is?
You can attempt an Arcana check if you wish to know what it is.
This no longer feels like a responsibility, like a failure of responsibility of the warden, but thoroughly a magical thing, which
Whoa.
oddly soothes me.
Ceres,
Yes.
with 26, that is definitely an aberration. Without the question, without a matter of the question there. And it's powerful, whatever it is. It is clearly a creature not meant to be in this world.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
It's you identify the following things about it, however. You do believe this creature is firstly, very likely very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But judging from what you can tell, you're not 100% sure what it is, but aberrations always make that awkward because some aberrations are just unique. But your best guesses, you think it's probably, best guess, probably immune to acid. Just given kind of its general kind of physiology.
Sure.
What you know about aberrations.
Sure.
But also given some of the presence you're getting off of it, you think this creature's intellect, its connection to something far beyond, is going to make it rather resilient against any kind of mental intrusion of any kind,
Yeah.
including psychic damage. It's also probably immune to being charmed. as it's floating, it's also probably immune to being prone.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to make something prone that hovers. You also come to realize something about it, which is you're fairly sure this thing is going to have a powerful gaze attack attached to it.
Yeah.
Though I will tell you, as a group, this gaze attack will not be functioning on just a hit everything in the room. It will be functioning in a directional cone, which you will all be able to see.
Okay.
Right. Like, is
There's
that
only
happening
one
now?
big eye.
Yes, it has only a single eye, not multitudes, so it can only look in one direction.
I mean, that's something.
And the direction it faces will be the last direction it took an action in. So if it attacked someone, it will face that direction.
Sure.
Oh, can someone like how do gaze stuff work? Is it like just a constant effect?
Pretty much. If you're just in the gaze at the start of your turn, it affects you.
Oh,
You
okay.
can choose to close your eyes, but then you will have disadvantage on all your attack rolls because you're blinding yourself.
I mean, anyway. So
But that makes you immune to gaze attacks.
right. When this thing appears, does Vicus feel worse? Or
Because
yeah.
you're not afraid of it, but you know it is letting whatever you are afraid of in.
Yeah.
It's the source of all of this. It's the problem. You also feel like you'll feel better if you attack it.
I mean, Vicus is straining as Amanus
Ooh,
and
goodness.
gritting his teeth to try and go at this thing.
But I imagine all of you want to attack it, so we'll go to initiative.
Yeah, once battle starts, he's gonna let go.
Because it seems to make a few odd noises and then just angrily glare at your direction.
I see.
I presume none of you have deep speech.
No.
No, I do have
No.
a whistle.
No, I don't.
As none of you speak aberrant, we'll go straight to initiative.
Alright.
Oh wait, do I need to roll that at disadvantage?
Yes.
Just go ahead and roll again.
Yeah. D20 plus 2. 9.
I will move you to 9.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Oh, I really should. Where's this condition? Hold on.
And as initiative has started,
Whoa.
Oh dear.
I'm guessing it's like a can see range, right?
Or is it within that?
Yeah. Like
within that cone, you will suffer the effect. It's not a room-wide thing.
no, I mean like, does it affect Ceres all the way back here?
No.
No. Okay.
It only affects basically as far as the light from him will reach.
Oh, okay. That's very good to know.
At the current time, it is a rather wide, but in front of him cone. I see something sprouts more eyes, but you don't know if he can do that?
I mean, I'll tell you, I have more than one eye, and I can still only look in one direction.
So yeah,
Oh, that's
you're the
right.
first one to essentially break the standoff.
Disintegrate. Get it.
I mean, I have a bad idea because I don't know what it is about. But I think
Resistant
it
to
has.
charms, and we know that.
I think it is a pretty good con save.
Can you blind it?
Sadly, no, but I can do something. I guess I'm gonna try. I'm gonna, this might be hurting also you. So, do you want me to try it? I have a
depends on what you're
toxic
trying to do.
cloud. If you breathe, you might lose your turn.
I think he's immune to that.
I don't know.
He might
He's,
be.
he's,
It's
he's
an
a
aberrant.
slimy creature from beyond the universe.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
it's
don't
poison
know.
him.
It's immune to acid, but not poison. So
Can you place it in such a way that we wouldn't be effective but still could engage him?
for the first turn, it moves. So what I'm thinking is casting. Let me just show you.
I'm not sure if it breathes, if it's Thinking Cloud you're thinking about.
Yeah, Stinging Cloud. I'm thinking of.
I don't think the creature
I,
breathes.
I would tell you aberrations do breathe by default.
Oh, okay. He has some gills or something.
Obviously, not all aberrations breathe, but by default they do. So.
You know. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything more, but I guess let's see. What is the range of that thing? I don't want to go in there. I could go like 30 feet up and paint it. But then I would be at the middle.
Can you bless us instead?
I
Or is
don't
it
know
just
how
one?
less. No.
I see.
I guess I will shoot it with the Eldritch Blast. I can't make a decision.
How about Dazzling Light it?
Hmm?
Can you Dazzling Light it?
I don't have Dancing.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. It's a Vika, so.
Someone cast like a pattern that stunned people.
Hypnotic
Oh, I
pattern?
do have
That's not
Hypnotic
dazzling, right?
Pattern, but it is a charisma thing.
And that's a charm.
Yes.
Yeah, he might be
It's
immune
a
to
charm.
that.
I do have
specifically.
a Phantasmal Force. But it's in intelligence, and I don't. Is it the charisma?
Please make a decision.
I don't trust my Thinking Cloud, so I'm gonna just shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
The second blast will hit.
Yep, that is me then.
As you strike the intruder with a small bolt of force.
Might want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
where?
being clumped up like this, he's gonna unleash some foulness in the corridor, I imagine.
Just to the side, I think is just the safest place.
Yeah, I would go
Honestly.
like over here or like
Yeah,
over here.
I
somewhere.
agree. Somewhere
I'll
off to
go
the side.
There, and I will go also 5 feet up. Sure, 5 feet up on the wall.
I will quickly say, Vicus, a possibility is I throw you a wand of magic missile.
I think you already gave it to me.
Oh yeah, you might have actually. Yeah.
I think I have it in my inventory. I do. Yeah, you already gave it to me.
I think that's probably a good shout.
Yeah, I still do have the radiant ring though, so even if it's resistant, it's probably better to hit it with that.
Oh yeah.
Although since I have disadvantage, I can never get sneak attack. So maybe it's a better idea.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh shit! What the fuck is that?
Flying out of the portal is this strange creature that's almost kind of this swirling black void, but glowing brightly with magical power to it. Its form seems insubstantial. As it flies out, and actually, 1 second, I had it fly towards Vickers, but I need to double check something. Oh no, Vickers is fine. As he'll fly out and reach out a grasp towards Vickers.
No. Let's see. Well, that hits me.
Ah. Very well.
Ow.
No.
Well,
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
Do not take the damage yet. Just make me the.
Oh, okay. 19.
you roll it.
D20.
I'll set to private for some reason.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'll just roll it.
For some reason, I can't actually override sight here. Interesting. I can on other game systems.
+4 from Amnes. That's, or is it +4 or how much?
So, yes.
Oh, at least, yeah.
It is
Okay.
possible.
Higher than 16, so that passes.
you will take half the damage,
Alright. Oh.
which happens to be double checking what type. The type is random. Yay!
Oh, so it's not the 19.
No, it's half of the 19, just random damage type.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's like might be relevant if it turns out to be radiant, because I'm resistant to that.
That's why I'm bringing up the
old table of damage types.
yes. You just need to find where the table for this is.
No problem. The bad thing is I need to make a con save for the.
Apparently, that was
Haste.
fire damage.
All right, I will take that. Where's half? The hell? Oh, here we go. Now I need to make a con save for its Prisma. Because I have haste on me.
Oh yes.
Do you need to concentrate on that from the watch?
Yes, because I use it to cast haste on myself, so I would be concentrating on
He
it.
counts as both the concentrator and the
It doesn't like produce the effect. I actually use it to cast a spell, so I
Yeah.
am the concentrator. So, but I have you, so maybe.
because it's minus to keep track of all the
Plus
weird
4
type.
on your concentration save, so
It's
that should be fine.
Wait. Is Frighten against saves, or is it just
Not on
attacks
saves,
and
no.
village check? Okay.
No.
Alright, yeah, I'm fine. Relatively.
Yeah, it's ability checks attack roll, so you're fine.
Alright, great.
Oh.
To fly down here. It's also going to grab it, Vickers.
Oh, that's a miss.
Hooray.
Now it is the intruder.
I don't like this.
Who floats forward a little bit, kind of looking confused. Before its eye glows slightly, as it will go ahead and use a magical effect on the room.
No. Okay.
Let's start with this seems good. I need to produce a radius. Template tool, please. It'll do that. Doesn't want to hit its own race with it. But see what you'll find.
Yeah, looks like it's
I believe these are 3 wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I wish I could add the plus like in the box.
Yeah, the 5e framework isn't the best for that.
Oof. Well, that would be 12 at least. That's probably a fail. I'm not doing well with these saves today.
Be 15 for me.
Does 15 do it?
I'm double checking. It does not.
I'll toss the Bardic Inspiration on this.
Same.
Don't you get
Oh.
your
Amnes already includes his bonus on all of them.
Yes, it's
It's hard to put it in, I think.
Okay.
Right?
Alright, so that'll kick me up to 17.
17 will succeed for you. Was there one on Tauren as well?
Yes. It
That
would
also
be,
succeeds.
yeah, plenty.
I failed then.
Both of you are fine. Vickers, you are confused.
Oh my god, I'm confused. Is there confused?
As all of you sense these otherworldly tendrils try to creep into your mind.
Oh no. This is worst nightmare.
Really bad day for you.
I can't find confused, so I'll just do cursed instead.
It's actually confused on the list. It might not be. Because technically a spell, not a condition, I guess.
I guess so. That's
Yeah.
fine. Just so I know I have it, I don't forget.
As it flies down this way. And flies right through Torin.
How
Oh,
dare you?
As if Torin wasn't even there. Treat it as being in Torin's tile.
I will treat my sword to be in its soul soon.
I mean, you're free to stab it in your turn. It's going to attack Amanus.
All right.
It just passes just harmlessly through Torin.
So what square is it in?
Treat it as from attacking from Torin's tile, for effective purposes. Yeah, incorporeality.
Sure. That's a hit.
Make me the con save before you take damage.
22.
You'll be taking half damage. It is acid, if that matters.
Does not, I believe. So I'll take 1 damage.
And you also succeeded your save, so no other effects.
Yeah, my saves are usually pretty sturdy at this point.
Because you can now treat your turn as you wish. Well, you're confused, so add
I'm
confusion.
confused.
Let you.
Yeah, what do I do? I don't remember
Confusion.
300, I think it is.
Let's see. An infected creature must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior.
Okay. 7?
7. Creature. Let's see. 7 to 8. The creature uses its actions to make a melee attack against the creature randomly determined within its reach.
All right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 within your reach. So
D6. We will start at the mana wraith here and go clockwise.
Okay.
That's
See,
CL.
Alright. Is it just 1 attack?
Use its action to make a melee attack.
Alright, well. 18.
That would hit.
Mirror images.
Yes, mirror images.
What do I need to roll?
Technically, disadvantage you are currently afraid.
That's true. That's true. Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
18 still hits.
So what do I need to roll to? What D20 is it?
Yeah, roll it.
20.
10.
I think let's pop an image.
I think
They
that
have to
pops an
roll
image.
above a certain number, right? And the number gets lower the more you use.
Yeah, so you must roll a 6 or higher so that hits a duplicate, yeah. So it's above 6, it hits a duplicate, you're now down to 2.
Good.
At the end of
Goes
your
up.
turn, Vickers, you may attempt a new saving throw.
Oh, sweet. For which?
For the
Confusion or
wisdom
the
saving throw versus confusion.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
11. Okay.
You are still confused.
Oh, what a shame.
Torin,
Torin will do Torin things if he can. Yeah, I'm gonna stab this wraith that is on Torin's space here. Take care of the enemies behind us first.
like that's fighting like a wasp that's getting too close. You just wave like, oh yeah, get it off.
With the fancy flower spear. See how that
Oh.
does. 26, that's pretty good.
that's the one in your spell.
Yes.
That will hit. That is a magical weapon because that's lighted bloom.
It is. And second attack. That's a terrible attack.
You get 1 successful hit on it. All right.
I used the bardic.
Oh, I shouldn't have applied the poison damage. No, I
No,
should have applied
it's-
the poison damage actually. Okay, it's not immune to poison. Okay, interesting.
Poison the mana wraiths.
But no else is immune, so go for it.
Then I'll take a step forward, because why not?
No, that's fine.
Be in the way, in the hallway, that seems more good.
Could you perhaps, because I was thinking of killing the wraith and stepping up there with my second attack to kill something up there, maybe.
It's up here.
That's fine.
That'll be a turn for now.
There's big plays.
Yeah.
Big plays,
Fireball.
big spells.
With Ceres's knowledge of aberrants, would ice or fire have any greater effect over the other?
Versus the intruder,
Yeah,
you don't think so.
neither would be particularly better than the other.
You don't think either would be more effective, no.
Okay.
You think maybe lightning might be a good choice on it?
Don't have lightning. Don't have lightning. Okay.
Don't have transmute meta magic by any chance.
Not yet. No. I do plan on picking that up next time, but yeah, sadly not yet. Alright, so in that case, Ceres is going to point just behind the intruder, just in that square there, and as a bonus action, conjure up her Hound of Ill Omen.
I will summon a hound.
Summon a Hound for me. That's my bonus action.
I've summoned one.
Yeah, just behind him and off to the side, because I can just pick a spot 120 feet away.
And on initiative, is it roll or is it after you? Never remember.
I'm just checking. I think it's his own turn. Yeah, it's got his own turn.
It's now on the initiative tracker.
Actually, probably pretty well. Second will be wherever my spells are. Where are my spells? Oh, it's because I'm looking at the Hound. That's why. Will be good old trusty Fireball. Like so.
Cookie music.
Ah, interesting.
Fireball.
A fireball, you say?
Yeah.
Well, we'll go ahead and roll for the intruder.
He has disadvantage because he's next to Wolfie.
I mean,
He fails anyway, but you know.
He's a floating ball. I don't think he's much dexterity.
I don't think.
as the intruder will take the fire damage.
Yep.
Whoosh.
The mana wraiths both glow slightly, but don't seem to be harmed.
Oh no, they're charged.
Well, good to know I'm completely useless against the mana wraiths.
I don't know about not burning. Where's the one I want? Got empowered and empowered.
Oh, nice. Just what we need.
I guess they suck all anything mana wise.
Yeah, so I guess I will avoid them with great effect.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn. I will just come up this far though.
With your ball of darkness following you.
Yeah, totally. Oh wait, sorry. One square higher. Because 60 feet is a useful distance for me.
Amulet?
Turns out.
Yes. So are these undead? Like, what is this?
That's a good question. Be an arcana to identify them.
Yeah. Probably not gonna happen. Well, he will step up here. He will attack the wraith behind him, I believe.
Okay.
That's a crit.
You absolutely obliterate it. Zoldyr is definitely a magical weapon.
Excellent.
As it explodes, literally explodes,
Uh-huh.
a swarm of tiny little mana crystal shards fly out all over the place and start homing straight in on you.
Okay, sure.
You alone make me a reflex save.
Oh, good. That's my best save.
They're like,
8.
oh no,
That is a no.
like a needler grenade.
As you'd simply take 10 points of force damage.
10 points it is.
As that one is removed from play.
Ow. But we need to proceed here. So with the follow-up attack, we'll go for the Empowered Mana Wraith right north of me. I'll try to get that guy. 19.
Is a hit?
All right. Now the question is, will it absorb? I think I have to risk it. I'll do a smite on it. See if divinity can burn it away. So we need to
Well,
anything
divinity
that anything that is called empowered needs to go, right?
Yeah.
Smite adds on top of your weapon damage. It's not a separate entity, so I don't know how that works with.
It's just if it's like, oh, it absorbs all manner of power, you know.
Well, if we
But
use
the lightning didn't heal it, so.
if we use the law of the world, it doesn't use mana crystals. It uses your ungodly will.
Yeah,
6 divinity damage.
What are you exactly doing now?
smiting.
What is smite? Is that like a class feature? Or...
Yeah, it's a class feature.
Expending spell slots to deal radiant damage when you hit with a melee attack, in addition to weapon damage. So
Okay,
it's like
so you
extra damage.
Okay, so you spend a spell slot, does bonus damage on the attack. That's how it works.
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend a spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 each for every spell slot. Sacrifice higher than first.
Okay.
You get a plus 1d8 against undead or fiends.
You used the wrong dice.
Oops.
It's a
Well,
2d6, yeah. It's 2d8, right?
Now that you've said it, yeah.
I mean, if it's undead. But
15.
So
Is it undead?
It's not undead.
Then it takes 15 radiant.
15 radiant.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, it resists, but it's not immune,
I'll take it.
as it is in fact destroyed,
Hey.
and will also then proceed to explode, empowered this time.
Yep.
The explosion this time is no longer force damage, however. It is exploding in radiant damage, because that's the last source of magical damage it took.
I'm resistant.
Well, that's like a hit in the first place.
Reflex save as before, though.
Dodge your little legs.
Yeah, my best save.
Don't run into my blade. Back.
16.
That was pretty good.
16, you completely dodge it.
Take that, foul wraith.
As like all the shards of like radiant magic, equaling 20 damage worth of radiant damage, just fly past and hit the ground.
Alright, I took one step for that, I believe, so I will proceed in a northerly fashion up here.
You're marching voluntarily into its gaze.
I am fighting this fucking thing.
Stare.
I will, however, use my quick action, my swift action, to summon my force weapon back with the mana rate back there and try to hit it with a force swing.
Oh, of course. Huh?
Fair enough. Summon spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You've got you can do that.
Oh, I can do that. You can do many things. 25.
You got a nice glowing weapon down there now.
Mm-hmm.
25 is definitely a hit.
Yeah. And it takes 12 force damage, maximum damage.
Spiritual weapon is technically a spell, but it's force damage.
It is force. Ha ha ha. Amonos is clever. Yeah. That'll be that.
Are you closing your eyes to the intruder?
Yes. On the approach here, I will be closing my eyes to the intruder.
Very
If I
well.
can't reach him to attack, I might as well just close my eyes.
Very well. Mark yourself as blind for the second, then.
Yeah.
Sadly, it cannot just gaze you right now. Trying though. Pause one moment as this mana wraith actually has to suddenly make a Constitution save. The mana wraith suddenly takes 5 damage from the gaze attack
Oh.
for as soon as he enters it. And now he will proceed to try and zap Amonis.
Oh, zap away. So miss.
Oh, he misses.
Defenses hold.
There you go. Also reveal. You take also 5 points of damage. And proceed to attack Amonis.
It's a miss.
No, they're trying. Seattle.
I will attack the wraith in front of me with the other blast. It is a. I think it's a normal attack still. I'm just so close to me.
Your Eldritch Blast is the one right in front of you.
Yes.
Very well.
Both attacks on him.
It proceeds to explode,
It.
sending a shard of mana crystals flying in your direction. Make a reflex save. You successfully matrix dodge all of the crystals.
None of you never needs healing. So that is my turn.
Oh, technically, I just realised. Actually, can you? You actually have disadvantage. You actually would have had disadvantage on that dexterity saving throw in your case.
Sure.
You still succeed anyway. So, anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'll move here.
Away from the giant table, slightly.
That's me.
Omen.
Munch.
Omen does indeed munch. Does that? Yeah. Okay. Omen indeed munches.
Omen's a pretty good muncher.
Omen.
Yeah.
As you bite into it, it turns out its blood is highly acidic.
Ah, that's a shame.
As Omen will take 5 points of acid damage back.
Okay, so he starts off with temporary hit points equal to my charisma modifier, which is 4, so he takes 1 point of damage. Total.
But you may proceed otherwise.
Okay. That's taken.
Is that Omen?
That's Omen. He's a simple hound.
Very well. Oof. We'll also proceed to try and grab Amonis. Turns out Amonis is pretty good at defending against all of these little reefs. The intruder.
Intrude away.
Intruder's being bit at. That's not very friendly.
Whoop. Hmm.
It is going to go do a tentacle attack against Omen.
Oh, what would a dog ever do other than bite you? Certainly hits.
Omen is now grabbed.
Sure. Is that restrained?
Yes.
Well, at least he's always nearby.
Always nearby. That is literally the point of that dog.
As his second attack, he's going to memory drain Omen.
What memories he was created 10 seconds ago.
Make me a DC. Make me an intelligence saving throw, please.
6.
He takes 20 psychic damage.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Alright.
As just an Omen. What the 10 seconds of memories Omen does have are being sucked down the tentacles into this creature.
Oh.
Who will then proceed to now heal for 10 hit points.
Like, are the memories gone, or are they just like fed on? How's that work?
Well, you can't ask a dog, so.
To be honest, his
Alright.
whole life starts right after being attacked, so
And he will now proceed to memory drain a second time, because he can do that.
do that twice. That's revolting.
He has 3 attacks, and he can exchange any number of them for memory drains.
Alright, fair enough.
That's another 22.
Yeah, he's dead.
Sadly, I think Omen only had 3 hit points left,
He sure did.
so he does not get the full healing out of that. So. Also, he can't turn around this turn because that was his last attack.
That's good.
Bye, Omen.
Wow. Alright. I mean, 3 sorcery points, 8 up is an entire turn, and 3 attacks, including that inside that, so certainly worth the points.
And turned the gaze away from the party.
Yeah,
So that's
like-
pretty decent.
That's a level
He
2
can't-
spell slot worth, basically.
Because he can't turn the gaze back until he takes an action against someone in that direction. So.
I mean, he was worth every point I just spent on him.
Because you were still confused.
Okay.
Bring me
I'll
my
roll a
D10.
D10. 9.
9.
9.
Oh, you act normally. You can move however you like.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
For fuck's sake. That was, be right back real quick. Just in open.
And it'll be right back in Omen.
Sure. Okay, let me think. I need to negate my disadvantage somehow. Okay. I do have an idea. Let's see. Can I step in that? Probably shouldn't, but is it possible to?
You can, but it's not recommended.
Right. I'm gonna go behind this big crystal here.
Yep.
I'm not stepping in. I'm gonna use my haste action to hide, because I believe I'm obscured by this crystal, right?
You
from the
are
rest-
indeed. The crystal can be used as cover.
All right. Let me
Probably
do
say
a
you'd
stealth
be,
check then.
pretty more likely you'd be there if you're hiding behind it. But
Wow. Okay. Never mind. That sucks. Well,
because his nerves are making it a little bit hard for him, maybe.
yeah, it's a bit difficult. Well, he step out, I guess, and oh wait, I'll go around this way. Start attacking the intruder. That thing needs to go. So we'll throw one blade. 13. Probably a miss. Maybe.
Technically at disadvantage as well.
That is true. 9, so that's a miss.
Your dagger just sails past.
Maybe. No. Okay.
That also sails right past.
Guess I'll go back here. Behind this.
Good attempts, though.
Yep. That's it.
All,
Oh, wisdom save, right?
yes.
For the.
But all that screaming in your mind is if you kill it. All you need to do is kill it.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
I would tell you that is not sufficient in a wisdom save.
That's okay.
Wait, there's more.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I.
The volume slider for the music, is that for everyone or personal?
personal, and every time it restarts, it slides back up. I think.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Oh, is it? 1 second then.
It's not every time it restarts because it did it for me, even though it's halfway through. I think it just sometimes goes up.
Yeah, it was suddenly very loud.
There's global control on the top. That's probably what you want instead of the changing the volume of the currently playing, because then you can have it for everything that plays.
Okay, I tried tweaking out mine to try and see if it lowered the overall for you guys when it resets.
There has been some resetting. I feel you could probably lower it like 1 down, more at least.
That's fine. That's basically almost mute. So
Well, we shall see.
Yes. This will go ahead and try to attack at Vicus.
that's a miss.
Poor Mana Wraith.
Thankfully.
Torin.
Right.
Torin will move up and try to help out Amonis here. There's no way I can help you out without also being right where the cone will be.
Well, you never know. If I get very lucky, I might. If I might be able to stop him, but I'm gonna try to move in a flanking position. So if he looks at me, he's gonna have to look away from the room, stuff like that. So we try to avoid the gaze, so we can't be hit both of it at the same time and not hit the others. That's my goal.
Yeah, Torin will go like here, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
And then smack the intruder. The source of all this nonsense.
Hit it
Really?
with all your might.
17.
That does it.
It does hit. I'm gonna... What do I put on top?
For a second, I read it as a blighted broom, like you were like hitting it with a broom.
I put some hole
Can't
in
exactly
the-
trip it, so I'm just gonna leave the attack vanilla.
As you stab the giant floating eyeball.
Once and then twice.
You stab the giant floating eyeball.
And then we're gonna action search. And then we're gonna stab the floating eyeball.
Hmm.
For the third attack, that's a 19. It's pretty good. And fifth attack, 14. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not.
Well, we shall see about that. How about a 16?
A 16 hits.
Wonderful. That is all hits then.
Are you satisfied with yourself?
I am. It depends on the state of this eyeball after I'm done.
It's still alive.
Well,
It's hurt.
it's adequate.
Still alive. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
As it was struck by a melee attack, it can immediately turn to face you after your turn ends, so you don't suffer the effects from it. Yet.
Right.
Basically, it's now staring at you incredulously for having stabbed it.
I really do like how Amonis look in the rain. It's really nice look with the effects.
Amonis being bathed in that light.
You see the crazy evil eyes I have engraved in my crown that you don't see normally.
Alright. Ceres is gonna do something that just makes a whole lot of sense. She's going to twin spell cast Haste on Torin and Amonis.
Alright, I'll have that.
Which if we just want Haste. Everyone minded what to do. And
Want to
then...
go fast?
Sorry?
You
I've
got
got
to
to
go
go
fast.
fast, yeah. And then as her bonus action, she's going to Misty step back over here, or face step back over here.
Smart. Did not want to lose concentration on that.
Do not want to lose concentration on that. But now my boys have an extra melee attack and 2 AC. So that.
I do like both of those things.
You know what? It's a fan favorite.
Who, me?
A deck save advantage for those mana shards.
All right.
Magnus, are you have your eyes closed still?
Let me have a think here. Yes, I think for this turn, because I'm gonna do a bit of a gambit here.
Okay.
So I think for this turn I shall. Amanas will use his standard action to activate his conquering presence, hitting all enemies within 30 feet of him with a burst of dreadness, which I think is every enemy on the map currently.
I think yes, all the currently existing ones.
Excellent. Then they need to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute.
That's cool.
Oh. God damn.
Wow. I mean, it's good that the mana wraiths are getting the 20s out now, right?
Oh, so.
Oh, my friend.
Well, you have 2 screaming mana wraiths.
Not as good as I hoped, admittedly.
The eyeball does not seem to care.
No, it does not, I suppose. Use the swift action for this blade to float over here and swat at this mana wraith. $11.
That is a miss.
He imagined ineffectual turn, unfortunately.
Movement and the haste action, I believe, then.
Yes. Yeah. I will move here, triggering attack opportunity from that wraith, I believe.
Yes.
You could use the haste action to disengage for free if you want.
That
you
is
do the
true,
rubber
but I would like it to try to get an attack in.
Sure.
That's a miss. I will move here, triggering from that wraith, I believe. That would hit, definitely hit.
They get lucky eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe
If they have a +8 to hit, they will
That's it.
certainly hit it. Yeah. So con save.
Save first.
19.
One second. I check what damage type number 6 is. That is psychic.
All right.
And that is half damage.
Yes. All right. Move here and move here. Provoking from that wraith. That is
Yeah.
fear though, so it has disadvantage.
Shouldn't be the half damage from Thursday?
It's been half of 30, not half of 6.
Oh, I thought you rolled. I thought that was the damage, the 6.
No, that was determining damage type. Damage was still 13.
I see.
I wonder if I can add on just a blank D8 roll onto the
Might be able to.
race damage stuff.
I know it lets you roll on tables as part of attacks, so, but of course, it's not implemented. You'd have to do it yourself. So
Are you making a swing, Amneth?
I'm moving here to really be on the opposite side so you can't see us both. And then I will try to swing it. Would be a hit,
That hits.
probably, but I do have disadvantage, I believe.
Yes, because you had your eyes closed for this turn.
Still a hit. So that will be a 16 damage. I will smite. Is it undead or a fiend?
Aberrant.
13 extra divine damage.
Rude.
Yes, well, this thing is supremely dangerous and must be handled as quickly as we can here. Yes, that was my move. That was my minor. That was my standard. And it was my highest action. Yeah, I'm done.
Mean. Well, it's not going anywhere near you.
You
frankly, it's gonna
filthy.
It's going to frankly float as far away from you as possible.
Into this blessed darkness. over
Into
there.
the
Ah,
darkness. Come, my child. Come.
it might eat your spell slot or something.
I've got a
Ooh.
100% death toll, kill rate with my staves, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Ooh, delicious, delicious sorcerer.
Absolutely not. Get out of here.
Oh,
They have a lot of movement.
That's
They do.
so much movement.
they have 60-foot flies.
Wraiths are very quick. Yeah.
Would be disadvantage too.
60-foot incorporeal flight. It's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can it see through the darkness?
It can see Ceres through the darkness.
But it can't see Aminus, so it
You
doesn't
can't see everyone through the darkness.
Ah,
That's
that's cheating.
magic users, right?
They are mana wraiths.
Fucking hackers.
Remember before when they were completely ignoring Tauren?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense now.
They can't see Tauren.
That's good.
That's your chance.
I don't know how to think about that.
They don't care about Tauren.
What?
You are
It's
so
magical.
powerful that they cannot perceive you. Your indomitable will.
Probably it.
As it flew through the gaze. Takes 6 points of damage. And we'll proceed to try and grab Vickers.
Yeah, I have 19 AC with haste, but that hits me anyway. What's the damage type? Let me do the roll.
Damage
Just
type-
make the Constitution.
Damage
save.
type is radiant.
I'm resistant, so this would be quarter then.
Except you failed, I believe.
I
No, you
rolled a
succeeded.
14.
No, you
Oh,
succeeded
yeah.
in the dot.
Yeah.
It's 1/4 damage.
Quarter, 14. So it's 3. Nice. I still need to make a con save though for the. Yeah, make it. Oof.
No one's getting the mana ray special ability. What's that?
I would. Don't want to find out what that is.
Starts
And
its
then-
turn in the gaze attack. It's 5 more damage. Need to fly the nearest magical target. Hello, Aminus. No bad touch for Aminus.
All that armor.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana wraiths currently in play. Okay. Proceed. Seal?
So, what action would we know about this mana wraith and these portals? Did they?
You can spend a bonus action to try and identify them.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah, my my next turn was going to be devoted to looking at those things.
You're not sure what they are.
In that case, I will cast a spell. Let's see how far I need to be. I'm just in the range. I'm not that guy. Do I wanna go? How tall is the crystal next to me?
What's that?
How tall is the crystal next to me?
10 to 15 feet, depending on the part of it. It reaches up the majority of the way to the ceiling in that kind of that side of the room. The room being a bit taller in the middle, but yeah.
Now I'm gonna move like this. Circle everything. And cast pain on the intruder and the two wraiths. This one and this one.
What's this?
Pain.
On the free wraiths?
Intruder and this wraith and this wraith.
Okay.
Let me check quickly. I think even if I kind of know it's gonna happen. Oh god damn it, I can't make this. Okay. Didn't work really well. Yeah, that's my turn. No, I will give a. No, that is my turn. Yes.
Hello! I'll start to turn in aura, so do. Takes another 6 points of damage. I'm seeing to touch you.
No.
Well, it tried. The intruder's turn. Well. Torin, you stabbed it a lot.
Yeah.
It does
What
not
am I
like
gonna do about it?
It's gonna try grabbing you. Have a tentacle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
However, stop. I have the sentinel feat. I will counterattack the intruder. Because it dares to attack anything but me.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
It's
Okay.
true.
Go swing in here. 25.
It's a hit.
16. I'll smite the shit out of this thing.
And it takes double the lightning from Zolzir. So
Burn all the highest slot you got.
Yeah.
which Torin must have felt a few sparks in the edge of his armor as the lightning conducts through this thing, but
That was a badass roll. Well, 8 more divine.
ow.
I tried to stop it.
It's going to proceed to, while still holding Torin, try to grab you also with a tentacle.
So miss.
And it's also going to try and drink from Torin's mind, because it can just do that. Torin.
Torin has no memories.
Intelligence saving throw, please.
Ah, yes. Intelligent saving throw.
The
One
fighter.
of my best saves.
Oh. Very solid 10.
Yeah.
You are restrained and you take 17 points of psychic damage.
Pretty low on
All right.
4d10. So,
One of these days I'll figure out how to actually take damage.
You can just right click on my roll there and plus apply damage.
Oh, right click. There we go.
Not as smooth as some of the other foundry systems, but there's little buttons always for it every time. No matter what the roll is, but yeah. And then what's half of 17? 8, I guess.
If you're on down, yeah. Or heal 8 hit points from your thoughts. Delicious thoughts.
Angry murderous thoughts.
I guess.
Yeah.
You are still confused.
As roll again. 8.
I believe that's attack of a random target in range.
All right,
It
let's
might be
roll.
like normally.
Confusion 7, 8. Make a melee attack against the creature within reach.
Ah, okay.
Randomly chosen, right?
The top one.
Okay. 17.
Is a hit.
Ah,
Ow.
and wisdom again for the confusion.
Yes.
No. I'm never getting out of this.
I mean, if you want, even though you're confused, given the fact you were just told to attack the random target, if you want, you can also make your bonus action attack if you want to.
I mean, sure, if I'm allowed, yeah.
I'll let you if you're just going on a murderous rampage.
Yep, 16.
It proceeds to explode.
Right, deck save.
Dex save at disadvantage in this case.
I'm hasted, so it negates it, so nothing.
Fair enough.
Oh, fucking hell. That's a fail, right?
That is a failure.
Oh, okay.
Which means you'll be taking the 10 force damage to the face.
Half because evasion?
Hmm?
Half because evasion?
True.
It is a dex
That's
save.
only if I succeed.
No.
No, it is negated when you succeed.
Yes.
Oh, just
Evasion
half
is.
automatic?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
Evasion
so-
is very powerful.
Evasion is
Alright,
probably the
5 it
best
is.
feat in the game.
So even though the fact that you completely failed to dodge the what seemed to be against you homing mana crystals,
Yeah.
unlike Amnes where they weren't homing, it's fine. You still dodge half of them.
Well, I take damage, so okay, I barely make that con save. That's good.
And new wisdom save versus confusion. Or you already did that, didn't you? Already did that and failed.
I did then fail, yeah.
Again,
Look,
all you
you guys seem to be doing fine, so that's fine.
Torin, you are currently restrained.
Smash it, Torin.
Yeah, being restrained will not stop Torin. It's gonna
It's good.
poke.
Now it can't escape from you. It's holding
Yeah.
on to
That is an argument.
you.
11.
No.
How many thingies do I have left? 3. 3, right? Yes. So we're gonna try to make this one hit. For an 18 instead.
Yes.
Cool. 12 piercing for poison. And then I'm gonna stab again. For 16.
Yes.
Cool.
This thing does not have the best AC in the world. It's just a giant floating eyeball.
Don't forget your extra
It's-
hasted attack.
True, that's a good point. For a 12, we're gonna try to make this one hit too. I don't believe you. I don't think I'm out of use for this.
You think you are.
I'm just gonna believe my own tracking over the tracking that this thing is doing. So that would make that a 20.
A 20 is a hit.
For another 15 piercing, 2 poison. No, it's making the mistake of restraining Torin rather than Torin's spear.
Uh-oh, why is it turning red?
Oh no.
As its
Wow,
gaze
wow,
seems to intensify.
Oh, great.
Good. That's just what we want.
Gazing intensifies.
It
What a start.
narrowed its one eye,
There we go.
peering at you now like,
Down your face.
It will not use its ability to turn around. It will decline to do that. Though it will try to it will try to annoyedly back Torin with its other tentacles.
More mana. Did more mana wraiths come out this turn? Are they still coming? Or
You haven't seen any yet, but if you look on the initiative tracker, they're all stuck at the bottom.
yeah. All right. So I think what we'll do is first of all, what was it to look at these swirly whirlies? Arcana.
Oh, you're looking at the portals in particular. Okay.
The portals in particular, because I want these mana wraiths to fuck off royally. Still Arcana. Right. 17.
You've only gotten a brief look at them, given the fact that you've only popped into the room and then left.
It's true.
These appear to be planar portals, leading to where? Well, that's the unnerving answer. Is where might be easier answered with a question mark than a word.
How would I close them?
That is a difficulty. Your best understanding, they're being propped open by a creature.
Okay, so kill the intruder. Probably those will collapse.
They're either being held open by the intruder or someone who's opened them for the intruder's purpose. So
yeah, all right.
The intruder isn't here. They'll likely collapse.
Fine.
Or just be closed.
Absolutely fine.
As whatever it is, probably doesn't want you going back to eat.
That makes sense.
Whatever you do believe, whatever environment's on the other side, that would be very unhealthy to go into.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Fine.
Alternatively, they can be manually closed if you walked up to if a magic user wanted to go up, try attempt an Arcana check on them directly. But it would not be an easy skill check.
So, all right, not an easy spell check to close them. So
and you'd have to be right up against it. So
be right up against it. Fine. All right, let's try to think. Just because it's difficult to really do much where I am, it's so far away.
You're the one who went backwards.
Obviously.
I mean, it is keeping you safe from the swarm.
It is. The mana wraiths. The mana wraith next to me can see me. Yeah.
It appears to be able to locate you.
It appears to be able to
You
locate me.
might be able to kill the intruder if you get a good hit in.
I'm thinking of just like narrow-mindedly shooting it.
I don't know if you would, but you might.
About open-mindedly shooting it.
Open-mindedly shooting it. Open-mindedly shooting it could work. I have an idea. It took the fire damage, right? Like quite happily. Maybe not happily, but it took it.
It definitely took it.
Because that's probably the most damage I'm going to be able to deal to it. So, with that in mind, let's do this. So, I would have disadvantage with attack rolls, ranged attack rolls that aren't the target next to me, because the target's next to me. So, what we'll do is we'll quicken the fireball and use the last of my sorcery pollutes.
Fireball, because fireball is a save, not an attack.
That's exactly why.
That's why he's doing it.
I'm doing it, so it's not at disadvantage. Because I can just get there.
Okay.
Okay, anyone other than it in the process.
You don't really have the best firing angle to that center, but
I mean, I could just move here. Bam.
Okay, yeah, you'd have no issues then. That's fine.
So yeah, fireball. Shit damage roll. Absolutely
Very
atrocious.
unfortunate.
Sadly, it's also its worst save.
It
So
failed, so that's something.
one of its worst saves, at least.
So 21 fire. It took that fine. That's why I quickened, because I figured I will try a last gambit and Ray of Frost it.
All right.
That's a pretty poor roll.
Just barely in range though.
Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, a little difficult to aim with the wraith in your face.
Yeah, it is. I don't even have an inspiration to spend on. I guess that's all I can do.
It's Saminus
Unless,
next anyway, so it's
hang
not
on.
on him.
No, it wouldn't have mattered because it was, because it wouldn't have been able to see me, right? So it would have been at advantage, unless it can see me. But then I rolled the 11 first.
If the other one was first, so it would make no difference.
Yeah,
So
so it wouldn't have made any difference.
that's a fair
Fine.
point. It can't actually see you in there.
Fine. Yeah, that's me. That's all I can do.
Okay. It's going to go ahead and trigger one of its legendary actions because oh shit. As you end your turn,
Sense.
it's going to teleport itself and all of its grabbed targets. So, 1
Here's
to
a
one of its
question.
portals.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Would this trigger my reaction attack from Sentinel?
Don't think teleportation effects usually trigger that.
No, because it's a
Because
legendary
teleportation.
action. It's a legendary action. I don't think so.
Oh, it's a legendary action. I don't.
Yes, it's using its legendary action.
Fair enough.
Is that a legendary action to cast a spell teleport?
Or just is if it's just the effect.
Or if
It's just to the effect to teleport to one of its portals.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Alright. Because
along with all grabbed targets.
it was a counter spell question, effectively.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it did not cast a spell there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am hasted still, luckily. Yes.
Yes.
Very
I've
good.
not been hit. Not had to be.
You are currently in its cone of gaze.
Yes, I will keep my eyes open here. I need to get close to it and hit it.
You'll have to make me a con save then as you charge through this.
Yep. Con save coming up. 25.
You don't care about it, the gaze.
Gaze. Move here. And then I will rip into this thing as best I can here. So, first attack, 14.
No.
Second attack. Oh god, it's gonna be like this, isn't it?
No.
Hasted attack, 23.
Yes.
You are welcome.
Minimal damage, pretty much. That'd be 9 damage, or
Damage
I
has been
guess-
taken. It was 11
Alright.
for it.
And we'll smite it again.
Pray to the All Father.
11.
Well, that might be enough. I don't know.
Melted.
Oof.
Burn it down.
Just barely enough.
Mhm.
Which is good because if it ended if it ended your turn, it would have tried something else.
Imagine.
As
Not a fan of being dragged through interdimensional portals.
Yeah, he'll go home with you and be like, oh shit. Flat.
as the intruder is slain, falling into the mana pool.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
is that good or bad?
Figure that out. Torrent, you are immediately just dropped from the tentacle.
Mikara, there's like, I clogged the toilet and you have to clean it up. You know, it's an intruder in there. All right, well, with my swift action, I will attack the mana wraith next to Vickers.
Wait, what? How?
I have a swift action.
Sword.
But what? Oh, the spiritual weapon. Sorry, I was
See,
like,
that-
what's your reach like?
That's the good thing with paladins. I can fight on multiple fronts.
Oh, that's fine. I just
Did you
forgot
not
had it.
know that Zolzir now has a 60-foot arc?
I was gonna say, like, what's the fucking why had the function?
I have elongated cleave. It's a special
Ah.
feat that allows me to.
It's
I
like
have,
giant Kirby sword or
He,
something.
he updated Zolzir to have dimensional slash.
Oh, man,
yeah.
great.
I have Ivy's whip sword from Soul Calibur. We'll whip it over there. 12 probably misses.
It was a miss against the race.
I appreciate the attempt.
So did I have increased movement speed from the
You
haze?
double your movement
You
speed.
would, yeah.
All right, 35. I move, so I can move 25. So we will go up here.
You can also further dash with your haste action to get like double.
I
Like-
used it for attack though.
I know, just for reference.
I'll move up here to try to help poor Seal out.
Hello!
Oh, you.
Torin can attack it as it flies out the portal.
I would like to attack it.
Alas.
It's a miss.
The damage is good.
That is a miss.
22 is a miss. Oof.
Because I have Shield of Faith and the haste running, so I have a 24 AC card.
Brave, man, Wraith.
Hmm.
Ceres, this one's going to try and drink from you.
Miss.
These are not your days, Mana Wraith.
I don't
Maybe
know
they
about
should
that. I
just
don't
go
know about
home.
that.
They've been hitting Vickers a lot, but Vickers been fine.
I've been the bad luck magnet. I feel, which is good. It's worked so far.
In fact, you do have a mana crystal sticking out of your head.
True.
Amonis, you are now surrounded.
Jesus
That is
Christ.
most excellent. That would be a hit, yes.
Well, that one for some reason is
I
acting update.
try things, and if that is a hit, for I can
That would be
try.
a hit, yes.
Let me see if it works.
Self-combust. Yes, I heard what you said.
That would make it a miss, yeah.
Are they immune to being charmed?
They are immune to charms.
Oh,
God damn it.
Oh,
I tried. There came
Yeah.
some kind of
It was a-
abyssal insult.
It was a
I-
valid try.
I have managed to insult a wraith once. In Way of the Wicked.
Yeah. Please make a Constitution save.
Mm. Yes.
You take 7 cold damage.
7 cold. Am I resistant to that? Let me check. No, I think it's necrotic and radiant.
Which are on the table. They didn't roll those ones. So,
All
rolling against
7
Vickers.
it is.
as it reaches the end of the turn, all of you hear this strange, otherworldly voice echo out. You can't really make out what it's saying, but it sounds like a warning.
okay.
Like a threatening warning or like
Yes.
Okay,
But
I
then,
can work with that.
but then both portals seem to collapse and the mist seems to fade.
Oh shit.
He basically said, "I'll get you next time, gadget," and then closed the door.
The hallucinations and fear effect end.
Hey.
I'm still confused though, right?
You are still confused,
Oh god.
but you're no longer afraid.
That's good. That is good.
As the otherworldly entity that was breaching into this place is, well, it can't breach in now. Or at least it's closed its portal. And look, now you can see how pretty this room is without them.
Yeah.
Honestly, this room took forever to put lighting effects on, because look at all these crystals changing colour.
Oh, the map looks beautiful
Oh yeah.
and horrifying at the same
Very
time. It's
pretty.
great. Perfect. Spooky.
Now just mop up time.
Well, let's see.
I guess I move in here and Guess I attack with my rapier. I think I could attack still my Eldritch Blast, so Eldritch Blast is for this raid between me and Amas. It's a bad fucking roll.
It explodes. Reflex saving throw. At disadvantage. Barely a success. You avoid the damage.
Still as a backflip just to avoid it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my turn pretty much.
Vicus.
Yes, D10.
Come on, madness.
1.
1. Can you roll me a d8?
Yeah, sure. 1.
That was bad.
I figured.
You run in a random direction. The random direction determined was up.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So, question is, do you hit the crystal and knock yourself prone, or do you run in?
Given the crystal doesn't take up the entire tile, I don't think it does.
All right. Is it like as far as I can, or like?
You use all of your movement.
I'm going up here.
There is a problem.
Yeah, I'm walking
You
into.
do walk into the molten sludge.
All right, I
I
walk
mean,
in. Also, I
First
take
thing
a
first,
attack
you
of
take a-
opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Actually, this might be important. Let me take the attack of opportunity first,
That's done.
because if I lose my haste, I get stunned, so I can't move. So.
It misses.
Oh well.
Damn it.
In I go. I can't because I'm blocked, but
You step into the molten sludge. Can you make me an athletics skill check?
athletics.
Should have advantage because you're haste.
It's not the easiest to move through the molten sludge.
Well, athletics is strength, so I don't have advantage.
Vickers hasn't been athletic since he was.
I have
22.
I have -1
Oh.
strength.
It's athletics, yeah. Sorry.
It's
I was thinking
athletics,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it's acrobatics.
1.
Because you begin to sink.
I see. But does it like arrest all my movement, or is it?
It will use up the remainder of your movement, yes.
All right.
Be there.
Okay.
You did have haste. You had a lot of movement.
It's true. It's true. Do I take damage or?
Well, because as you fall in,
Yeah.
your body is now being surrounded by liquid, basically mana.
I mean. Oh god. Okay. Yeah.
Which would be fine, except of course, as you're aware, the blight.
Right.
Because can you attempt me a Constitution save?
Oh fuck. Okay. 19.
19. Okay. Because on your first turn, you take half of that.
Okay. Which is
This-
now. Yeah.
Currently, you are only like smudged, just like slightly above your shins.
Okay.
You can be sinking deeper.
Okay. So half of this.
As you feel a burning sensation within you.
This is liquid mana, right? Like,
Mhm.
I feel like. Okay.
The good news, if you were missing any of your psychic points or spell slots, regain them.
I'm full anyway, but that's good.
Regain one of it. So, who's now?
It's good to know.
Now we'll save from confusion.
That's true. We'll save us the confusion.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I save, but immediately
I
start.
will let you
screaming.
have advantage given the fact you're currently now drowning in mana.
Oh, that's sweet. No, 12.
It still isn't enough.
That's fine.
You're now confused and drowning in mana.
It's my Friday night. It's fine.
The crystal is glowing bright, like the crystal in your head is glowing brightly.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Receiving message.
Torin,
Lauren's gonna start mopping up here. Ideally, I can't really reach Vickers to help him in any way. So yeah, it's gonna go here and smack the Wraith to itself. 20 and a natural 1. That hasn't happened before. Stabs himself on his spear, apparently.
Oh, yes. 1 second. We have. This has not happened before with Blighted Bloom, has it?
It has not.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage from the thorns on a Blighted Bloom.
I can accept that.
Wow.
And that will be all that happens in this case. Oh, good. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Ceres? You have no idea what's happened with Vickers. But you do know the big creature is dead. Oh, I think Halldamir is away. Yes. We will skip to Amonis then, for the time being.
I also forgot to roll my con save. Hold on for haste. Alright, I'm fine.
Be great if you fail now and be stunned in the...
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm also not exactly sure what's going on.
You're currently surrounded by wraiths. Vickers appears to be standing on top of the magic sludge.
I mean, is it obvious when someone's under like a confusion spell?
I mean,
Or-
I think everyone's quite aware he's under confusion, yes.
Okay, so you know that I'm under some sort of compulsion or confusion.
Right.
He's not in part of his faculties, which you already knew.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to willingly step into this, right? So
Well, I'll see if we can mop up a little bit.
I'm fine for now.
Right behind me. It's going to get a swing. 15.
That's a hit.
No, 10 damage.
It explodes. Reflex save.
Well,
Or dexterity save, I guess. Yeah, dexterity.
yep. 15.
You avoid the shatter of tiny shards.
Excellent. The one in front of me then. Oh. 23.
It explodes. Dexterity.
Keep them rolling, boys. 15.
You avoid the swarm of little shards.
Alright. I'm as well then clomp over here. Can he like...
As you look over the anvil, you see Vickers is like up just above his shins, like sunk into the.
Okay, I'm as well like go here and then like he wants to step like one to his left. Just reach in over, be like try to pull Vickers out, I guess.
Do you have an action to do that?
A haste action.
Fair enough. I can let you. Assuming Vickers doesn't resist thanks to his confusion. But
Yeah.
I can let you give him advantage on his athletic check to try and get out.
All right.
Give him assistance.
Yeah, I'll
You
assist.
give me a lever, but I don't think you can pull me out because you'd have to step in. I think.
It's like escorting my senile grandma. Like, no, come, grandma, we need to go.
Yeah, the problem is there's a grandma flailing around with psychic knives.
Oh, grandma, grandma put down the knives.
This mana wraith, Ceres isn't here, but I'll just have to process it manually.
No, I'm here.
Oh, good. We'll have your turn in a second then.
Okay.
Zap.
Is that the one that's getting me? Or...
He does have disadvantage because he is frightened.
It's true. He misses.
That misses.
Oh, hey.
Ceres, you now take your turn.
Um,
The creature is dead, and you heard some kind of ominous voice call out, and the room stopped being full of miasmic smoke, and you're no longer hallucinating.
all of those things are good.
I know. Now he seems to be just mopping up mana wraiths.
Cantrips seem to be alright on it. So far. I mean, does Ceres think that she can actually do anything to these things?
You can attempt to identify them.
Give it a go. Why not? Ooh. Awful roll.
You have no idea either. So, Only one way to find out.
You know, Ceres isn't a little bitch.
I didn't seem to work on them before.
Fire didn't seem to. Ice is the opposite, but dislike the odds on that as well. So yes, I mean Ceres is just gonna bonk it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, bonk it.
That is a hit. It will take the 5 magical bludgeoning since it is a magic stave.
It is a magic stave.
And it will take the 2 cold.
It will take the 2 cold. What?
Yes.
Alright.
As you bonk it around the head, you see a little bit of frost on the roof.
In that case, let me just, as a bonus action, action, I'm going to. I can't Ray of Frost it as a bonus action right now, but I'll use the first level spell slot to get 2 sorcery points back.
Yeah.
Burn them up. Future use.
Miss Vampire,
Yes.
you have a visitor.
It's not a rainy day. Not visitors taken. Miss.
They have not done well against the actual spellcasters of the group. Against Vickers, yes, but
Poor Vickers.
Phil?
Was not his fight.
No, I think I took a lot of aggro. It's pretty good.
Unfortunately, Vickers got hit with both fear and confusion and failed every saving throw versus confusion.
It's
get the
not,
tanking
definitely,
award,
it's not my best saves for sure.
The thing, I will tell you, if you had hit that thing with one of those attacks, you would have broken the fear effect.
Oh, that's a shame.
You just had to hit once to break it.
I should have used the.
Yes, I will just blast this braves. I said no visitors taken.
One of them misses, one of them hits.
And then I move like here, I guess. That's me.
Sure. Vickers, you are still confused.
Okay, let's try it. 8? That's an attack, right?
I believe that attack nearest creature.
Ah, sorry, Amnes.
So as Amnes is holding his hand out, you try to stab him.
23.
That is a miss.
However, Vickers makes no attempt this turn to escape with the goo.
Been a really bad time for
So
Vickers.
I take damage.
Vickers, you are now like. So you've gone from shin to now like up to your waist.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm a +4 now on your save.
It's true.
It's my aura.
The damage dice now increase to 60/10.
Oh my god.
Con saving throw.
20.
You will take half of that.
Okay.
I will tell you next turn it will be 8d10, then 10d10 for every turn once he's fully submerged.
Yeah. Then I need to make a con save for the haste. It's fine.
You're not going to be stunned in there.
And then confusion
Versus
is
confusion?
wisdom. No,
Oh no.
not even. With
You still have advantage because you are still currently being burned alive by the.
Oh, true.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. 15.
God damn it!
It's like one away.
You're one short.
That's okay.
Ceres has no idea what's going on up there.
No, skip
Torrin.
over Torrin, yeah.
Torrin
you
got
know?
skipped, yeah. And Torrin wants to help Vickers here.
He seems to be rather combative at the moment.
Yeah, I who isn't these days? In this economy?
Mm-hmm.
So what, you want to like climb on top of the anvil?
Yeah, that isn't really a good place to
I
stand.
mean, you have haste movements, you can move round, of course.
That is true. Sure. Speedy Torrin. You know, if he touches the stuff, that's fine. He doesn't give a shit.
You want to run
Oh.
round and go to there then?
Yeah, not right. There we go.
Do you want to like be on the? Do you want to still be on the edge, or do you want to be actually like step in?
I mean, if I can do it from the edge, I would prefer that, but that seems pretty far.
I mean, you'd be able to like hold out like your spear or something, but if you want to like physically grab him, you need to be in there.
No, Torrin wants to physically grab him and hold him out of there.
Because you can step in as you immediately feel a burning sensation you've never felt before, but it's like burning inside your own veins. You begin to step in.
felt worse, I'm sure.
But you
And
can step in, and at this point, I mean, he's there. He's currently combative against you.
All right. Do I have to
Yeah.
like grapple him, or what's the?
It would
the
be something
procedure?
like it'd be something like a grapple, yeah,
Contested, right?
because
Or
it's
like an
critical stuff.
opposed strength check?
Yeah, that should be fine though.
Yeah, I can explain.
Just a strength ability check then.
Because as an old man, I'm sure I can
I have
just
8
throw him out of
strength.
there.
Should be able to.
I mean, you probably can, but
What but? I'm just
I'm just double checking
What-
what it says.
dice do I
Grapple.
roll?
He's checking.
As an attack action, you can attempt to grapple a creature. It's a contested strength athletics, typically.
So I guess I'll try athletics.
So the target can use dexterity acrobatics to avoid.
I mean, if I'm being combative, I probably would.
Given you spent your last turn attacking Amonis, I think, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So it'd be athletics versus acrobatics.
yeah. 20.
Alright. 23.
All right. That's enough.
You have
Got a plus
you have
10, gee.
grabbed him.
Oh yeah. That's my expertise.
And then with the rest of my movement, I would like to haul him out of there. I should have like at least 10 feet left.
Which is good because you'll need at least 10 feet because it's difficult terrain to move with someone carried. But
Yeah.
So does confusion like paralyze me, or can I like? How addled am I? Like, am I aware but just can't do anything, or is it more I've completely controlled to the fact where I'm not?
the spell
aware?
assaults your mind and twists your thoughts, spoiling delusions, provoking uncontrolled actions. Like you probably think that Tauren is like that giant creature grabbing you right now.
Okay.
Tauren, as you're pulling him out, because you've pulled him this way, but obviously he's submerged quite a bit already now.
Yeah.
You make me another athletics check as you do so.
Okay.
You pulled him to the edge. You pulled him up slightly. He's not quite as deep in. 17. Okay, that'll be enough if you just want to just unceremoniously dump him on the shore.
Yeah, I'll chuck him against the wall if I have to.
He is covered in goop. So are you. Of which I'll need you to roll me a con save, please.
13. That's horrible.
You'll take the full 10 damage. Lucas is out, but currently burning from the magical goop covering him.
Would a bit of, let's see, what can I do? I've got a thing.
Have you got any actions left to do anything is the question.
I mean, Tauren has a breath attack, which might be something to, quickly clean up Vickers here. Maybe.
If you've got an action left to breath attack, you can try it.
I mean, I assume hauling him out was an action, which means I don't.
Yeah. It counts as an attack action to grapple someone.
Haste action?
Oh, if it counts as an attack action, then I can replace one of my attacks with the
No,
breath.
it counts as one melee weapon.
Oh,
attack.
one melee attack. Yeah, I don't think I have an action then.
Okay.
The hasted... I guess I have the hasted attack.
Can you
But
use your...
that's-
Can
But
you
that
use
is not the
weapons?
attack action. That's a
No,
melee
it's
attack
melee
specifically.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything I can
Still,
argue for him.
he's not going to be taking as much damage because he's no longer, fully submerged.
Oh, I certainly. Well, he will certainly appreciate it once he's not addled. I appreciate it right now.
Ceres, you still have a wraith in your face.
I still have a wraith in my face, so with
It
that,
still wants those spell slots of yours if you're let it.
yeah, with those extra sorcery points that I remade, I'll self-cast Mirror Images Quickened, and then Frost seemed to do something right from her
It seems
stave.
to do something.
She'll point blank blast it, I guess.
Nice.
It will take half of that. Ow. It's not got very much health left. Its form seems to be pretty weak.
She'll also just drop the darkness as a free action. No point in it right now.
Stitch on bubble.
Yeah.
That was also the only reason Steros was never AoE'd by the giant eyeball.
There's a
Because
reason
it
why I
couldn't
have
see
that up.
it couldn't see who was in the darkness. So it just assumed the corridor was dark.
Yeah, it was really dark.
And this room is well lit. The corridor, not so much.
Well,
Because of the outdoor, it does appear to be still covered in goop.
okay, yeah, we can't really have that. Can I like cross over here?
Yeah. It's not that wide. You can easily hop across.
If I laid on hands on him, will that save him?
It will heal him up at least.
Does he seem like he would burn for a long time? Like, what's the situation here?
You'd probably have to get the goop off him.
Okay, and that would be what type of action? It's usually an action to like take goop off.
Yeah, he's currently got 2 separate stacks of the goop on, so it'd be like 2 actions worth to get all of it off. You can
Well,
get half of it off if you wanted.
I'll use my action to get half of it off. If I could use my
Unless you've got like a ton of water just to wash it off him.
I don't have great water, unfortunately.
If you had that, I would just let you create water, get it all off right now. But...
Yeah. I can emergency shower. No, I'll spend my action then to slough half of it off, trusting that Seal and Ceres can deal with their rates for now.
Using your gauntlets to try and protect yourself as you just kind of brush it off.
Yes. I don't know if I can use my haste action for the other one, but if I can't, then I'll just have to.
I don't think so in this case. I don't think it counts as an attack too.
No.
Attack the goop. All right. Well, then that's it.
This wraith is going to continue trying to eat Ceres.
Still frightened, right? Yes.
It's kind of good this way. It won't actually, because it physically can't. It has to keep trying to attack you. So either that or go to attack Seal instead. But it's just a new choice. It can't attack Seal. It can't get any closer to Amulet. So
Okay, close. I should just walk away now.
literally can't do anything to you. Niels. This mana race continues to eat Seal. They're pretty mindless. Yeah, they've kind of got a one-track minder, so.
Walk from the race as I move. So I guess do that now.
Hi.
Nope.
Yeah, really, they're really not doing well against the actual casters who they're supposed to be like devastating against.
I move here. Use my action to clean up Vigas as much as I can.
You help wash the goop off. You can see much of Vickers' skin is like turned like the very characteristic to you kind of purple or kind of purplish black of the blight.
Now,
But you wash the rest of off so he's no longer burning.
Yeah, if I cast a spell, someone who was burning through the mana crystal, it doesn't trigger the mana thing back again or any worse kind of effects.
What's that?
If I use a spell, someone who was like under that kind of mana crystal liquid stuff,
It won't have any, you can heal him or something just fine if that's what you want to do. Or you can cast spells on him just fine. That's not a problem here.
Yeah, I will cast Mass Healing Word on Torin because an Amanas.
Alright.
It might have a different effect if you were submerged in the stuff, but not.
Yeah.
He's not, so.
That is my turn.
Honestly, at this point, the last 2 races seem to be just doing pathetically. I will say, just you destroy them,
I'll take it.
and I will end the combat.
Alright.
Just leaving piles of mana shards all over the ground. Because has to be probably just like restrained by Torin until he breaks out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Which at most lasted for 30 seconds because you already failed 5 rounds worth.
yeah, I guess like maybe if he has like brief moments of lucidity where he rolls like enough to like control his actions, he starts roaring and like, I mean, he's literally being burned alive from the inside.
He was.
It's something that he is used to, but not. This is this
intensity.
Someone just dunked him in the deep end of the pool. It's like awful. Yeah.
Yes. Eventually, though, you come back to your senses.
That's good.
I've also stopped the music because the fight's no longer on. As you lie on the shore there with severe magical burns. The forge appears to be cleared out. The gates are shut, and what Ceres sees from where she's standing is she can see like the corpse of the intruder like in the mana pool, very quickly just dissolving away, being broken down into mana.
That's pretty cool. Terrace is gonna fucking nerd out and start looking over the place.
The forge isn't in the best condition, but it is more than salvageable. You can see around the old transmutation circles, the old smithing anvils, the large vats on the sides of the room, and of course, the most notable and of course important feature here is just, well, the molten mana forge itself, essentially letting you just extract raw mana from an item, essentially allowing you to recycle old magic items in the kind of pool.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then you can better use the equipment here to then put their power into something else or forge a new item with them. It's remarkable. Damaged, but yeah, you can fix it. The decorum around here might take longer to fix, as you can see many cracks in the ground, but...
mending.
Yeah. The crystal sticking out of everything doesn't really appear to have done much damage, it just kind of crystallized mana all over the place. It's not that big a deal. It can be eventually cleared up, or not, doesn't really matter. It's kind of natural when you've got this much raw mana around, it's going to form crystals.
Yeah.
But yeah, the room is in decent condition as you begin to examine it. Really quiet all over the place, though.
Thorin looks like Vickers up and down, just briefly, then states, "You'll be alright," before he turns around to scan for more threats elsewhere.
I'm not supposed to go over here and fish out the intruder like from the bath.
You fish out what's left of the intruder from the bath.
Yeah, I just sloughs it to the side.
Large parts of its body seem entirely gone, as if dissolved by the goop, but you pull out like a couple of ice stalks and like part of its main body.
Maybe that can be used for ingredients or something. He doesn't know, but now we have a magical forge. Who knows what we need to toss in there?
That's essentially what if Vickers had stayed there, he would have been dissolved back into mana.
Maybe that isn't so bad for him.
Yeah, but you have a couple of ice stalks you can put in your inventory.
No, I'll put them on the ground, and then if someone needs them, they can pick them up.
You always do one of the random tables in here that still survived.
I don't want them.
Fair enough. Yes, the forge is quiet now. We're just the glowing crystals all over the place, and the vibrantly warm glow of the pools, which I hope you guys enjoy the fact I also made them like slightly animated.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very beautiful.
Dark.
Yes.
The feeling that Vickers got when he entered obviously is not there anymore, but like how can I don't know what question I want to ask, so let me think about this for a sec. But
you don't sense its presence here anymore.
No, but whatever it was similar in like power source, I guess, to his, right? Or was it something else?
It was very similar in power source to your own, and but even more similar though to a weird feeling you've gotten once.
Right.
Weird feeling you've got once before from your apprentice.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Something that sort of otherworldly.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, though, it's gone. You've destroyed its anger.
Good.
Probably a good idea. We did, yeah. That's pretty nasty.
As all of you hear walking up the hallway, the very iconic sound of Makara's heels against the stonework, as well as a just rather positive clapping. Slow, but it's a clap.
Wow, we got a slow clap from Ikara.
Not quite a slow clap, but as she walks in, with actually a rather surprised expression on her face.
All right.
Does the expression suggest she knew what we were walking into? Could I roll an insight here?
Yeah, is she surprised we survived and disappointed?
You can roll an insight.
27.
Corin is fairly sure. She's surprised that you're all alive. Look, judging by her expression, she was fairly sure like you guys would be in worse state than you are. She looks happy, though. Genuinely happy. Just very surprised. They're also rather confused.
Oh no, she's got confusion. Hit her.
Not that kind.
Oh.
Like she clearly didn't like she expected to walk in here and like two of you to be dead or something.
Well,
But-
sorry to disappoint her. We're
I
too
mean-
awesome.
Apparently so. As she pleasantly looks around and sees all of you alive, with only Vickers being worse for wear.
He's pretty much glaring at her, like when she's clapping.
My. I didn't know if you'd actually be able to beat it. But
Do
you
you
did.
need anything else? Or can you do your work?
This is enough. I will be able to take control of this floor without issue. This was the only thing on this floor I could feel fighting against us. And minus a couple of golems in the hallway, but they're dealt with.
Can more of these things appear in here at will, or will this be the only one? Can we shield against this intrusion?
I will safeguard with wards to stop whatever it was from getting in. Or try at least. I'm not entirely sure what we were fighting, but I will do my best to ward against it.
What did it want here? This stuff? Sort of like points to the molten mana.
That is a good question. We'll have to have a look what it was doing. She looks towards Vickers as she starts walking forward, but then looks to Vickers for a moment, as if, like, do you want to say something?
He doesn't say anything, but he doesn't know what to say. He feels like he should say something to her, but you know, the blight kind of mulls you a bit, so he just kind of is silent.
She walks over and starts examining some of the equipment. Interesting. It was forging something.
Ambrose looks around. It was.
Trying to, at least, yes.
Whatever it was, it shouldn't exist.
Points towards the tentacle pile in the corner. That's what's left of it.
So it was here trying to use the Elven Forge to make something.
How
Make
damaged? How damaged is the forge?
It's not in the best shape, but it is repairable. It will take a couple of weeks to get fully operational, but we can do that. Assuming you don't have more pressing matters for me to deal with.
No. I think this is pretty pressing.
How long will it take you to identify what it was trying to make?
That I should be able to do in just a couple of minutes here.
Then do it.
And she's going to go ahead and pull out her grimoire. And she's going to begin to use a ritual from it. I don't think Torrin's seen her grimoire. It's kind of this like snowy, pure white grimoire with metal on it and like basically spikes in the metal. Very much matching her own kind of attire. In a page,
Torrin's not versed in mage fashion.
Black.
Mage fashion.
Yes, much mage fashion, as she begins to cast a ritual over this place to figure out what magic was being used here. Giving you chance to examine your wounds and Ceres do any of her own investigation if she wants while the ritual's happening.
I guess Amanas will touch himself up a little bit. You never know.
Sounds like a short rest.
Vicus is gonna drill Ceres for what the fuck that thing was.
I mean, Ceres rolled like a 26 on her Arcana check on it, so I feel like she can throw a lot of information at Vicus.
Where does it come from? That's his first question.
Another plane.
To be precise, to Ceres' thoughts, that thing in very particular, you think it came from essentially the furthest point out in the planes, almost the darkness, the tapestry beyond the planes itself. The very edge of kind of what can be considered reality. A visitor from very far away.
Vicus frowns as he hears this. He tries to explain to Ceres like what he felt. Like it's hard to explain, like I guess wrongness, right? It's almost like if you break a bone, right, and just something's just wrong with you. He tries to explain that to her. It's almost like whatever that thing was, it like almost is like anathema to him, I guess, in that sense. So he doesn't really want those things to ever come near him.
As a general rule of thumb, I think we will avoid aberrations ever coming to this plane. I think just a safe idea.
That would be nice, yes.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, anything that you say comes from the dark tapestry or beyond the planes, typically bad news.
Yeah, I think, like I put in our Discord, Ceres is going to. She's going to double check what caused this thing to be able to get in, and then everything that Mikara does to cover it up, like to ward against it, Ceres is going to double check.
Ceres can examine the floor while Mikara is doing her ritual, like kind of walk around the entire floor, including the areas that Mikara was patrolling before.
Yep.
You can see also about 6 destroyed golems out there. Mikara very clearly went through and, dealt with any reinforcements for you guys.
Very nice of her.
So, Amanas picking up to what Torrin said as well. He will thoughtfully look at all of this stuff. And he'll mutter, well, it seems then to have come very far to make something I assume that it could only make here, of all places. If we could travel the planes and the tapestry of reality itself, I mean, this place must be quite unique.
A forge like this has much untapped mana, but it's not the same as forging in the other planes. If you forge something on the planes of heaven, for example, the item will contain a piece of the heavens.
Amanas nods slightly. That makes sense to him.
If you want something to exist without ties to any gods or any reality in that way, it must be forged from essence pure to somewhere unaligned. Our own world is one example. That said, why it chose this tower, I can only guess because it was abandoned. yet still full of. She gestures her hand, just the sheer like pools of mana here still.
How many more floors do we have?
There is merely one floor upstairs, which I believe was the Archmage's own quarters.
Hamlet makes a grunt. You can imagine what an archmage would leave after himself. Protect the floor.
I imagine the Archmage likely cleared out most personal belongings.
Hmm.
And the other good news is that floor appears much smaller than the rest.
Well, that's good.
I doubt there will be too much up there, other than some traps.
Well, he looks interested at the anvil, and then nods for her to continue her identifications or whatever she was doing.
You can see magic runes floating around her. She's kind of scribing them into the air.
So what does Ceres find in her, like, looking around the floor?
Yeah. I will let Ceres just take 10 on her Arcana walking around if you want.
Yeah.
Unless you wish to actively roll.
You know,
That'd be your own choice.
Take 10 would give me 17.
The dice rolling game. Roll dice. Come
I
on.
might as well roll dice.
Believe in
Anyway,
yourself.
Yeah, I'll just roll my dice.
Okay.
So don't have that attuned, so whatever. Skills, Arcana, 25.
There you go.
Ceres, you examine around and you find a variety of the ward stones for this level of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them have been burnt, as if they have just been assaulted repeatedly with high-powered magic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it found a creative way to get in here. You think it, or whatever was like sent it, just kept assaulting the tower's wards until it broke.
Just brute forced it.
And given the tower was abandoned for several centuries, it had plenty of time to try that.
Okay.
You don't know how fast it took to get through the ward. There's no way you could tell that. But you're fairly confident it's not something it did overnight.
Yeah.
It likely just kept like hammering it every so often.
Whenever it had the spare power, sort of thing.
Yeah, whenever it had spare power, until eventually the ward broke enough for it to slip a portal in. And once it was on the inside, it was easy to keep it going.
How long has it been here? Like, how long since it got in?
That is difficult to answer, but Ceres has a guess. She thinks it's probably been here. Probably you think the initial breach probably happened 2 or 3 years ago.
Yikes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Glad we did this, to be honest.
You don't know if it's been, you don't know what it's been up to for the last 2 or 3 years. So you take a guess. It probably this wasn't the only thing it's crafted. If that's the case,
Yeah, I imagine so.
it's likely been using the facilities here for, on and off since then.
Well, I mean, at least that means Makara is in fact innocent of this, considering she was in ice like 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she did this particular thing. I still think she's up to something.
Yeah,
I mean, that's probably not an incorrect statement. She's probably up to something.
she is certainly up to something. I've just not had time to watch her too closely. Alright, yeah. Ceres is
well.
happy with that. So long as the wards go up and they look
Yeah,
good.
the wards are damaged, and you definitely notice a couple that Makara hasn't like marked where she kind of walked around.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead and just mark them, saying like, "Hey, this one also needs repair."
Oh god, yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Ceres will definitely do that.
Like she's marked many of them, but she looks like it looks like you even spotted one or two she did notice on her first walkthrough.
Ceres is pretty arcane focused.
As I said, the repairs will take some time, but if you don't assign the manager to do anything else, she can slowly start repairing the place.
Yeah.
Vegas would like to speak to Makara once everyone has left.
Well, first she will finish her identification as you see her runes kind of finish drawing and a pulse of magic sent out throughout the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating. It was making a weapon
Weapon.
of sorts.
Hmm.
A sword?
Of sorts.
Oh. No.
Damn it.
As Makara seems to pause for a moment, kind of reach her hand out towards the mana pool, kind of squint slightly, as you see something emerge out of the raw mana, which appears to be a strange engraved kind of blade
Uh-huh.
on a long black chain.
Oh.
Alright.
That seems very impractical.
I will send you a picture of it in the group chat.
Okay. It's like Kratos' sword from God of War.
How big? Like, is it long sword size? Is it dagger size? Short sword?
It's like short sword size.
I see.
What's it?
Classification of weapon, is it a chain whip or something?
Chaos blade.
I will need to double check that for you. It has two functions. It can be used as though.
Okay.
When it's finished. The creature didn't entirely finish enchanting it.
Alright.
That's all right.
Almost finished. But not quite. You interrupted its work.
How rude of us.
Yeah.
Interesting. She kind of, as Makara kind of looks at the weapon floating in front of her, kind of rotating it in midair with magic. It appears to be a weapon designed to seek out targets, as if you could throw it and have the target grabbed and reel them back in with the chain.
Oh.
Magic.
Scorpion's
A
dagger.
harpoon.
Why would that floating eyeball need such a weapon? It was plenty good at grabbing things, I can attest to that.
I doubt it was for it. I imagine it was likely making the weapon for someone or something.
Do we know anything of its properties?
The weapons?
Yes.
Necrotic, conjuration magic. A lot of entropic energy on it.
Well, before we decide what to do exactly with this thing, it should probably go through some pretty rigorous investigation, so it's not cursed.
It's incomplete at the moment, but we can study it before we decide what to do.
Might be a good idea for a hellish chaos blade fished out of a mana pool, I'm thinking.
I'll have it sealed away in a lead container for the meantime.
Good to me.
As Makara kind of just has it float off a few feet away from her while she returns to her book. Other than that, I don't sense any other creatures on the floor except us. I do believe we're all fine now.
So it's just the ward stopping us going upstairs and the traps that are up there?
I believe so, though I still haven't sensed anything from the very top floor, which leads me to believe there may not be any creatures up there and simply traps to disarm. If that's the case, I will not need assistance.
I think Ceres is going to insist on giving assistance for the top floor.
You are free to. You're welcome to join her.
Yeah, I think.
But she will not need a full party to clear it out while she guards the floor.
I think Ceres will clear the floor with her.
That's absolutely fine if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
She's not going to object. She'll just kind of shrug. As you wish.
Ceres loves her some knowledge.
I will get started on trying to break those wards tomorrow, likely.
All right.
For the time being, we need to make sure this is contained, and I finish studying what's going on here.
Yeah.
Bring in the viscera cleanup detail.
Oh man, that game was so much fun.
Of which she looks around at all of you. Some of you who are covered in various goop and little scorch marks and such. You may all wish to clean yourselves up.
Yep.
If any of you are suffering any magical ailments, though, let me know and I'll try and. We don't want any more cursing going on like last time.
Oh no, Amanas is a bit hurt, but he's not cursed or anything, so that'll be fine. So
basically, Shane saying like this time she's prepared to remove curse after what happened on the previous floor.
no, that's appreciated.
That whole thing was it.
I guess Sia will speak up on that. Could you please check Vikas at some point on that? Just in case.
He looked fine on initial examination, but I can take a deeper look if you're concerned.
Vikas will hold a hand and say, actually, I wish to speak with you alone about that point.
He pauses. Looks to the others and shrugs. As you wish.
Why the need for privacy?
Amanas looks over to Torin and says, Torin, Vikas is a trusted member of this court. He has the right to some privacy if he desires.
No,
I understand.
he deserves a reason. My reason is that I don't wish people to see potential weaknesses that I may have.
That is acceptable. My thinking is simply that there are magical ailments that apparently affect the mind to the point where even a trusted ally may turn enemy. And since Vikas is in such an important position, if that were to happen on a more permanent basis, that would absolutely be my responsibility to make contingencies for. You have entrusted me the safety of this city, and I take that very seriously.
Amanas has nothing to add. He just makes a motion to carry on.
I will let you know out of character, by the way. As you have cleared out the forge, and the forge is currently fully filled with mana, on the Sorghai map, the party's resource of magic to use for project is currently full.
Hey.
Ooh, nice.
As essentially, your resource of like how much mana do you have for project essentially is how much is filling up your forge.
All right.
How much mana can you just pull out at a moment's notice?
Well, we'll try to be careful with it, I suppose.
Which also does mean if there's ever a point where you are needing magic for projects, be that wartime projects or other projects, you can destroy magic items to gain a refill on the party's mana chart.
Awesome, I have this trident. I can chuck in there.
If you ever need just a refill of like the party's overall mana, or you, of course, alternatively, of course, you can use it to transmute to craft other items with. But yeah, it can be just burnt to basically cast like one of the city-wide spells like with.
Do you have a magical item I wish to craft?
Depending on the rarity of the item will depend on exactly how much how much mana it puts into the pool, but consumables generally won't do anything, but permanent magic items, yeah, you'll get some power added to the pool for it.
Makes sense.
I mean, that
in addition, crafting projects will also eat from the mana reserve, but we'll get there when we get there.
I've got that amulet of the speaker that I don't really have any intention of doing anything with.
It does basically mean you have a burn pile, basically, if you want to start burning items you don't want.
Thinking once we start, once there's more room to fill up, we can probably do like a sweep of magical items we don't really use and see if we want to toss it in or not.
Yeah.
Because I have a weapon that I intend to forge here, and I don't know how much mana that's going to require.
Yeah. In that case, it's going to need. Could you plan to merge souls in with another weapon? I believe.
Yes.
And of course, and on top of merging that, that's also going to need something. You're also going to need to spend raw mana on creating the item as well. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we can discuss that and figure out the details. But
yes.
I'm making something very special.
It'll take Makara a couple of weeks to get the forge up and running, but she can. But yeah, she'll start. Yeah, she can begin starting to do the repair process.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Out of character, you'll probably have access to it by the end, by the start of the council meeting for chapter 3.
Sure.
Which after the coronation, basically. You've given her enough time now that she can repair it before basically before the first council. Which is good because that means you can craft basically on turn 1.
But have we then basically conquered the spire, even though the last floor
You've effectively conquered it, yes. The upper floor she simply needs to breach, and then it's basically full of loot.
Oh hey, we did it, guys.
So yeah, you'll receive some extra loot once she goes upstairs in a couple of days. So, along with Ceres apparently to supervise.
It's a radiant chest up there. You're ready to loot.
Yes, you have completed this. You've completed the spire, the dungeon that is the spire. I hope you all enjoyed this little dungeon inside your city.
It sure was a ride.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very interesting twist to it. I liked it.
When should I? What am I trying to say? Do you want me to do my talk with Makara now, or do you want to do it out of session?
We will handle it in session.
Okay.
Presumably, everyone at some point will leave, or otherwise, Makara will go for a walk around this level, and you will follow her.
Yeah, no, I mean, Amanas can't do much in here. If the threat has been nullified, this is the now area of scholars and smiths and stuff like that. And he can't do much to help here. Probably, he'll see himself out.
You've done your job. You smashed stuff.
Yep. Now it's time for the people who can actually make things to to hang around.
The destroyers are done. In come the makers.
Torn tries the city to go guard and criminals to go arrest.
See, I'm gonna go like down like few like floors to wait because to come down.
Down a few floors.
Cafeteria.
Because see, I will over pamper because like with like patching and all that kind of thing after things.
That's nice.
Unless because Chase is her way.
No, he appreciates it a lot.
I mean,
It's
You will get a lot of pampering and
mean,
overcare from Seal whenever you go down until you rest.
I mean, there is a really nice break room down on floor number 2 if you want to wait down there.
Oh, lovely. Reception.
It's basically the break room that Makara and basically anyone else who's like doing a lot of mage work tends to use.
Well, can't find dancing like his anywhere, so go take care of him.
I don't think you're directly needed now. If you don't want to, if you need to go, Halldamir.
Yeah,
I can fire off Halldamir, don't worry.
Yeah.
But we're mostly going to be doing wrap up now and minor things, I think.
Yeah.
I have one final question. Do we level? Because we've done a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
You're so eager.
There's a
Spent like 3 sessions. 4
no,
sessions.
it has not. It's
Has
been
not.
3 months.
I mean, I said 3-4 sessions.
We've
We
also
have skipped many sessions during that. But
Yeah.
We've also done a ton during that, including wrap up politics, wrap up the hour. A lot of wrap ups.
There's been duchesses.
Mhm. I'm considering right now, and the thing is, we are about to reach the coronation.
Uh-huh.
It's like imagine next session is mostly going to be you guys making the final decisions for it,
Sure.
final preparations, kind of getting everything in place.
Uh-huh.
Plus, if you guys want to negotiate with, basically, want to make any deals with anyone before it happens.
Yeah.
So, given that next session's going to have preliminary combat, you did just defeat the intruder, who was very scary.
He was. I agree.
Super scary.
It was scary.
Sure, whatever. You guys can level up for the coronation.
Hooray.
Ah,
A big level for me because I have a lot of choices what to take.
8 is a big one for spellcasters usually.
As a heads up to people before anyone goes, we will not be having a session on the 15th.
Right.
Okay.
As I'm going to be traveling up to London on the 16th, so I'm going to be packing.
Yeah, actually, so from now on, I am starting a new job next week. It's night shift, but so I may have to leave maybe half an hour before session ends, just to get there in time. From now on, basically.
If we can discuss that between sessions a bit more, and you can let me know like the details of like what time you need to go and such, and I'll try to plan sessions around that.
All right, sounds good. I'll know for sure. Like I start on the 5th, so I'll know by that night how the schedule.
Let me know
is.
then. Let me know as soon as you know, and then we'll try to coordinate what we can.
All right.
Okay. If anyone needs to go now, you can go. Otherwise, we will handle the little scene for Vickers here. But
I can hang around a little bit if Valky wanted to do it right